Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for coming tonight. C3, welcome. How's it going? Aether's back. I am supremacy. Indeed, Aether. Indeed. Pocket Alex, welcome. How's it going, Trick? Emergency food. That's a good one. I like it. I mean, Trick, I was late by like seconds. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't. Anyways, as I said in the description, we're going to be doing Theater Mechanicus again this evening, because I'm sure there's probably still a lot of people who need to farm it. I have not really done a whole lot of it since the last round opened up. Not really, anyways. I don't know why I went to this window. I don't have to be on this window. I need to do it on the other one, clearly. So with what's left, yeah, I still have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the achievements to get, so it'll be my goal to finish these at the very least. But we'll continue to pretty much just do Theater Mechanicus for the entire evening, just like we did with the last stream. But as an extra side note, if you guys are noticing up at the top center of the screen, we are very close to 40,000 subscribers. So if you're here and you haven't liked the video or liked the stream yet, please do that, because it does help us beat the YouTube algorithm. That's a huge help. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. We're so close to 40K. And that will kind of help, push me on, striving on to the next major milestone, which will be 50K subscribers. And I'm kind of working on some interesting plans for celebrating the 50K subscriptions, but we'll kind of see how that plays out. But every step, towards that goal helps. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that. How's it going, Lunacy? Welcome. And Gabrielle, welcome. Oh, hey, YouTube GJ, welcome. No, you didn't miss anything. I just got here, too. So, yeah, welcome. And thank you. BFU, welcome. Aether at YouTube GJ, you missed everything. No, it's good. He did not. But yeah, so we will get started here. So, just like the last time, if you want to join in on Theater Mechanicus, go ahead and send me a direct message on Discord. And all that direct message needs to be is, just a message of your UID, so that I can send you an invite or a request to your world. Unless, of course, you're world level 8, then you can just request into mine. My UID is 6084-220. It is now on the screen. If you're world level 8, you can send the request to me. Otherwise, I do need the request sent to Discord. That'll make that a little bit easier over there. All right, great. We got a couple more subscriptions, so thank you guys. Also, C3, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, C3, oh my god, I just donated. I didn't know I could do that. Well, if you didn't do that on purpose, rip. I don't know how to do anything about that. But at least it was only like $3, so, and I'm not even sure what the conversion rate is, so that's good. Apologies on that. Anyways, Haneen, welcome. I just forgot you didn't sub. Pogs in the chat. Still so curious about Paimon's designs versus Dainslif's. I mean, there's definitely some similarities there, right? Because Paimon has like the little cloak with all like the space and star stuff in it, and he has some of that going on as well. But I don't necessarily, like, I see more things like in line with like Paimon's design that suggests connections to Celestia more so than I do with the Abyss. And I definitely suggest or support the idea that Dainslif is, from the Abyss. So that would definitely be my line of thinking there. But there's some kind of connection, for sure. Pre-stream chat is always play the game, though. Something like that. Throw out the poggers. TH, your opinion on the general quests of Lantern Rite itself. I mean, the general quests are just that. They're kind of general quests. A few of them have had some interesting little extras in it, though. And I've enjoyed those. The rest of them have been kind of, you know, just like ordinary quests. Just, you know, go here, do this, do that. But like I said, a few of them had some little extra insights into things and mentions of specific adepti and stuff like that. So those were nice. Another day, another reminder that I can't co-op with TH. Oof, lunacy. Oof. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's another thing I always forget to say too, which is if you want to join the co-op stream, you do have to be on the US servers. I always forget to mention that. Let me go ahead and check the Discord. I've got a couple of messages over there. All right. Warpaint sent me a message. So, and it says you need level 7 with 12 mechanics, but ready to rumble. Okay. Well, Warpaint, if you want to send me a request, you were the first one. So you said you're level 8, I think, world level 8 already. So if you want to send a request into my world, we can get started from my side today. Oh, C3, you did do it on purpose. The last stream you joined, it didn't work though. Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thanks. Rip to us different server, yeah. I'm never on game when these streams start, so just like listening while working on art projects. Fair enough. Don't laugh. I mean, I'm more attempting to laugh. I don't know if you're even really laughing. It's more like a laughing with you, like not laughing at you kind of thing. I promise. Still waiting for this event epilogue though. Yeah, I suspect something interesting should be coming of the end of this for sure. TH, when am I starting an EU account? That seems unlikely. Where is my sad Aether? Yeah, so you're talking about the cutscene from the 1.3 All That Glitters trailer. I mean, so we've seen a couple of things from the All That Glitters trailer that, you know, should have already happened, I guess, technically, in theory, but haven't happened in, like, in-game cutscenes or anything, so, I don't know that we're gonna see that or not, or if that was just kind of like an add-on thing, but I hope we see it. That would be great if we did. But I guess, you know, as with everything, I always say, you know, time will tell. But I'm sure more things are coming, though, so we will get there. Alright, we are on difficulty level 7. Alright, and I'm taking my usual 2 and sending the invite. Need to finish my fan art for the contest. Oh, Pocket Alex, are you... you should make sure that whenever you finish that you post it over on the Discord as well, and make sure that everybody knows that it's something that you entered. I'll be very curious to see it. They can't betray us from the trailer like that. Yeah, I mean, you would hope, but we'll see kind of how things end up working out at the end. I'm gonna cry if we don't get a Kuching quest in 1.3. Yeah, you know, I'd really like to see a quest for her as well, but at this point, her banner's already running and it hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. But I'm hoping we get one at some point, because it's a character that I think could use a little time in the spotlight, for sure. Denslif has a Primo Gems symbol on him. Would we get Primo if we sacrifice him? I mean, maybe we won't not get Primo Gems if we sacrifice him. Alright, so let's start with a Hydra on the front, Cryo on the back. I will put a Pyro here, and I will put an Animo over here, and I do have enough points to throw an ordnance down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that too. Alright. We only really need 4 for down here anyways, so... I didn't take a booster. I probably should have taken a booster. We'll see how it works. I might change... maybe I should just... I don't really have enough to swap, so I'll have to do that on the next round. Got ahead of myself. Whatever. You know, No regrets. Let's do this. Yeah, I probably could have put a booster on the back row or something, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Mona Supremacy, more Mona Quest. Yeah, you know, I would definitely like to see more Mona Quest stuff. There's definitely aspects about her character that, like, we definitely don't know. Like, we don't know a whole lot about her master. We really don't know a whole lot about Fontaine, which is where she's from. So I, for one, would definitely like to learn a bit more about her. So that would be great if they would do that. I'm gonna take Fearless. You literally just finished this event yesterday. What a drain. I don't really look at it as a drain. I actually really have enjoyed Theater Mechanicus. And actually, for what it's worth, running Theater Mechanicus with you all has been a lot more fun than I think it probably would have been even otherwise. So that's been really one of the other great aspects of this event as well. Yeah, I need to definitely go ahead and throw down a booster here. And what I'm gonna do is replace this with that. And that should be fine. And I guess I'll throw an Animo here, because they should have all, in theory, like, all sorts of different statuses thrown on them by that time. There's already a portal down here, so we do need to build some stuff down here as well. So I'm gonna put this here and this here, and then we have enough for only one more. We're looking a little light down here. Probably gonna need to oh, I already messed that up then. I forgot about the 12 requirement. Well, rip. We'll do that on the next one, Warpaint. I totally forgot about that, but we got several rounds to do, so it is what it is. Rip. Totally forgot about that one. Mona will definitely get more quests, only a matter of when. Yeah, for sure. I think I agree. It's pretty much just a matter of when as to, you know, what is going on? Why is the Hydro not shooting this thing? The Hydro did not one time shoot this thing, and he's just gonna walk straight through us. Ah, come on. Well, that was lame. There was only, I think, like, I didn't even see it shoot once, so that was pretty annoying. Like, I immediately stuck it with cryo in hopes that the Hydro would catch him, but it did not. So unfortunate. Oh well, is what it is, I guess. Could be worse. Well, the Hunter may get through annoying in the starting stages. Yeah, the Hunter definitely got through, like, right away. For some reason, the Hydro didn't even attempt to shoot him. If it had, and then we probably would have gotten some decent damage on him, but it decided that it wasn't going to do that, which was unfortunate. We'll take attack speed on the Cryos, because that'll be good, but then also the Animo one I think would be really good. Pyro's good too. Alright, let's see. Well, we can, since we're not getting the 12 one this round, might as well go ahead and throw an Animo there. We don't need a Cryo down there, because I can just handle that. So we'll be fine in that regard. No Spiral Abyss today, Triforce Rich. It will be my midweek stream, so it'll be on Wednesday of this coming week, whenever I do that stream. I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to run Theater Mechanicus with everybody, and then it's gone, and, you know, I missed that, so I definitely try to give priority to the events, because they're, you know, more temporary. And generally, the primary reward of Spiral Abyss is Primo Gems, and I'm not really worried about rolling on the Kuching banner right now, so I don't have to be, you know, hasty to get that stuff. I do obviously want to get it. And I've gotten to level 12 on, like, the last 3 cycles, or through level 12 on the last 3 cycles. 4, actually, I think. But, so, you know, I have no doubt I'll finish it again, but it'll be on Wednesday of this week for sure. That is my plan right now. But because I haven't finished this yet, and, you know, time is continuing to tick away, I definitely wanted to go ahead and return to this. You missed the most important part of the Lantern, right? The ending cutscene because your internet screwed up. Oh, that's horrible. Well, that's no good. that is no good. the most sincerest and most gigantic of rips to you, Renar. I deepest condolences. That sucks. All right. All right. Well, we can't build anything new, so we're gonna skip. Anyways. Yeah, we should be fine. I don't think anything's gonna get through any of these floors anyways, so... or any of these little sections. Yeah, they're just gonna sit here pretty much. So I'm just a, you know, big cryo turret myself up here. So yeah, everything will freeze up. I think this round we probably won't have anything else get through other than just that one that got through, probably. Although this is, honestly, I think this is one of the easier maps in the whole thing anyways. I do still need to do some more upgrades as well. I think I'm like level 10 and 11 on most of the stuff, so I still need to finish a few of those. And keep pressing away on, like I said, on these last few achievements, little by little. Yeah, we'll definitely take the Fearless again. Get those extra points. Playing with people that request to join his world or people that DM on Discord. Yeah, that's exactly how I handle it. Thinking about the Kaching banner's existence still makes you laugh. Why is that? I think the Kaching banner is actually a really, really good idea. So, you know, she's one of the standard banner characters, but for one, you know, if they need time to work on production of other characters, they may as well take the time to do it. But two, there's a lot of people who wanted Kaching banner. It was a pretty, you know, serious request from a lot of people because it was a character a lot of people wanted and could not get. So I for one, absolutely agreed with their intent for that. Nope, come here. Didn't catch that one. Oh well, we got the other ones. Well, oh well. Rip, I can't believe that one got through. Whatever, it doesn't hurt much. He got taken out pretty quick too. I suppose if I had really thought about it, I could have just hit the damn square thing right here and just dropped him through the floor, but, you know, rip critical thinking skills, I guess. Hindsight. You know, once you learn that lesson the first time, you usually don't make that mistake a second time in the same evening. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt anything anyways. I still have to get some upgrades to stuff, so... And we got the whole evening to finish some of this stuff. Alright, last round. You know what? No, I don't think that's that good. We'll do this one. Yeah, max out the towers as soon as possible. Yeah, it's pretty much my first order of business for sure. Yeah, Pocket Alex, I agree. This is definitely the easiest of the maps. Tevat is the most wholesome Genshin content creator. I mean, you're not wrong. Like in general, like my personality type is generally, I would describe as relatively wholesome as a whole. But that doesn't mean I'm not, you know, beyond making the occasional, you know, off-color joke or something every now and then. Which, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen from time to time here. Yeah, okay. He didn't get away. I dropped him through the floor. Cool. No, where are you going? Get back here. Bad. There we go. Just like the just random stray hilly troll tries to get through. Garbage. Get out of here. Poor Tevat. Oof. Oh man, look at this guy trying to step through us. That was ridiculous. Get out of here with that. Oh, we got a lot of points for that. I like it. The amount of additional points in difficulty level 2.0 is nice. Playing Genshin by yourself because you can't co-op. Oof. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Lunacy. Super unfortunate. Let me check what this was really quick. Ah, okay. Event period. Nice. Oh, wow. That was 3 levels of the battle pass. I'll take it. Definitely, I always take Guide to Resistance because I have so many characters that use those. Alright. And then let's see what else I got from that. Or I can just press the wrong button first. Alright. What? Okay, oh nice, okay, well I got the name card. Cool. So this one we'll definitely try for less than 12 so that all the other runs we don't have to worry about that anymore. I still have to raise more of the towers up, but I'm already working on that, so that one will be easy. While defeating all monsters. So really, if we can have a perfect run with less than 12 towers, then like everything will be done pretty easy. So let me continue to upgrade the towers that I haven't upgraded yet, which looks like I'm gonna have a nice run on that here right now. I don't have enough for that, and I don't think any... Oh, this one upgrades, although I don't have enough for it yet. Nope, okay, so next round. Getting there.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
You want to hear my ASMR voice like in the video? I feel like I'm out of the loop. I have no idea what ASMR means, but okay. You'll have to enlighten me what that means, or unless you're just talking like just my general, like the voice that I use for my theory videos and stuff, which is usually like I usually focus on, you know, talking a little bit more dramatically for those so that it fits the theme of whatever it is that I'm discussing in said video. Okay, let's get this next one going. Loki tempted to buy the Gnostic Hymn. To be honest, do you guys think I should or not? Is it worth it? I think the Gnostic Hymn is probably one of the more worthwhile things that you can buy. Wow, blink of an eye multiplier. Well, we have the max difficulty available now. Let's to the people here who has anybody tried the final difficulty yet? Is it much worse? I think we'll stay with difficulty 7 just for the achievements for now, but we'll have to kind of see. I'll definitely try it before the night's out, though. Alright, invite. Just glad for Tavot streaming now. If not, I probably do another curse thing and go fight Electro Cube with Lisa solo. Oof. Yeah, that's not a great idea. We have no date for Inazuma. No, yeah, at the moment we have no idea what's going on with Inazuma. Hopefully, one of these days. I'm sure it'll be sooner rather than later, but because we're pretty much with 1.4, we're pretty much at the end of the roadmap that they gave us months and months ago. So I would expect that we'll be seeing a new roadmap in the 1.4 release stream in a couple weeks. That's just, you know, speculatory, but that's what I would guess is going to be happening. ASMR is like a bunch of soothing sounds. Jungli and Dainsleif both have ASMR voice. Okay, I see what you're saying. Last night was because I was bored, okay? I stopped after 13 times going after Oceanid with an all-hydro team. I think I annoyed at Panda, though. Sorry. I mean... Panda can handle it. I think he's okay. Alright, so this time I'm not going to mess it up. I'm going to put down the booster right away. And also not going to blow the 12 limit either. So let's try not to make that mistake. Yeah, definitely cryo in the final spot. And I'll throw an ordnance back here as like that last tier day saver. And we should be good. We have room. We really only need a couple for down there anyways, so we should be fine. I think I have enough to build one more still. But I'm not going to do that because we're going to need that for down there. Alright. Let's go ahead and start. ASMR is basically people making videos of soothing sounds, including their voice at the edge of the microphone to relax people. It's like some weird fetish thing. Ah. Oh wait, not blink. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do that for sure. ASMR is a scientific term that basically means soothing, leveled monotone that helps you relax and zone out too. Interesting, okay. Well, hopefully I'm not zoning people out too much. That is definitely not the goal. So no toxic Tevat. I mean, so I only, you know, go toxic if people make me go toxic. That's not gonna happen tonight, right? I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. That's the hope anyways. Should take Fearless. I would take Fearless. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to build the stuff down here still. I was about to skip. That would have been a giant mistake. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is put a cryo on this one so we can just go for like freeze catch. Hopefully that'll do the trick. If we can't have the perfect run and the 12 run on the same one, then it is what it is. But I'm sure we'll at least pass it like this. Okay. Well, now with them getting frozen like right away though, that'll probably help out, because then, like, even though, like, you know, Ganyu's pretty much just a cryo turret, this should be fine. And I can still change my booster to something else, which I can pretty much do next round. Yeah, I can do that next round. We don't really need the points since we're at max turrets already anyways. How's it going, Neri? Welcome. The stream is going just fine. Just getting that, you know, Theater Mechanicus runs going. Eat the Paimon voice. I mean, there's you know, there's a time and a place for the Eat the Paimon voice. That time is usually closer to the end of the stream, for sure. Gotta get Rev in here. Yeah, Rev is usually the, he's usually the reason why Toxic TH shows up. And that's mostly just because he jumped off a cliff during one of my streams. So, you know, there's that. Let's see. Yeah, definitely cryo boost. Tevat has gone off the rails, have I? Trick, why? Why? That's just rude. Can't just heckle me for not having Chi-Chi. I see how it is. I see how it is. It's not okay. You jerk. It's not okay. Let's see. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna just throw this Electro here, and then we'll have one of everything. I guess you destroyed something over on your side. We should be fine. Putting in a day saver in the back. Yes, you are. Cool. Alright. Looks like we're ready. I'm gonna start. Aether. Tenandeo. Tenandeo. That meme is the best. I don't know why that became a thing. Like, why just like, I think that's a Japanese version, I think. I don't know why that became just like so widespread, but it's hilarious and it's like my favorite thing. My wife and I have made so many Tenandeo jokes over the last week. It's like, it's one of the best things ever. 0 kills at Tevat Story. I'm putting together a team of characters who canonically hang out. Can I help? Composition means nothing to you. Characters who canonically hang out. So you couldn't go wrong. Like, it depends on who you have. But so you could do like a Qixing gang, you know, like Ningguang and Ganyu and Keqing. That would be one said party of characters who hang out. And you could throw Chi-Chi into the mix too if you have her, because like we've at the very least seen her with Ganyu. Whether or not there's more of a like actual like friendly hangout kind of thing there is not known, but they've been seen together in trailers at the very least. So that's that would be one such recommendation. You could also go with Mona, Klee, Albedo, and Sucrose. That one's pretty solid too. All of those characters have solid connections to one another. What else we got? Those are the most immediate ones that stick out to me anyways. Xinyan, Changyan, Xingqia, and Xiangling. Yeah, you could also have Xingqia and Albedo together as well. That would also be another one that you could throw together. since they collaborate for that book that they wrote, I think it's Tales of the Sword, I think is the name of the book, which was basically like a technical manual. I think they said it was meant to be like an adventure book or something, but it was like a technical manual with pictures. Tevat's voice when he does that is, oh, hilarious. You sorted co-op team. You have level 10 freeze comp. Hit me up for team when you're free. Noted. Okay, so since people actually pay attention to the chat, your 8-year-old sister made a YouTube channel with 2 videos. She would be really happy if you just watched the video or something. What's the channel about, out of curiosity, Moonlark? I think I would be remiss if I didn't at least ask. MC Gene, Deluke, and Venti, the Dvalin rescue team. Yeah, that's another good example of a team of hangout characters for sure. At Tevat Astoria, I tried to search my outro on the video, and you finally found it. It's Liyue Battle Theme Funky version by Alex Mokala Music, right? Yeah, that's the same one. I had to, I went over to his Discord prior to making that outro just to make sure I had permission to use it, but they were cool and they were like, yeah, they had no problem with me using it for my outro. So he actually does a lot of like reviews on like past and present game music and such. Like he basically analyzes like how it's all put together. And he's really quite good at what he does, and he's actually very talented. I think he's like he does musical compositions for Hollywood, I think, if I recall correctly. But I know he does it for the industry in some capacity at the very least. And he has said that he's going to be releasing a full version of the Funky Liyue Battle remix that he did as well, and I'm eagerly awaiting that to arrive. I think that'll be awesome. Because it definitely has it's probably one of the more awesome like remix versions of Genshin music that I've heard. All right, one more round down. Let's take Hydro Mechanicus Attack Plus. That's always good. You swear these voice changes are making you feel things? I don't know what that means. At random times of the day, I think, wow, I wonder where Tevat puts Chi-Chi in his party. How would he use her? And then I realize he doesn't have her. I don't know why that happened. I mean, I still make that mistake. Like, oh yeah, I could use it. Oh. So, don't worry about that, because, like I said, like, I'm me, and full well know I don't have Chi-Chi, and still think, like, how would I use Chi-Chi? And then waste time, like... feeling sorry for myself about it, I guess. I don't know. One of these days it'll happen. One of these days. You never know. Maybe it'll even happen on stream. That would be equally glorious. Additional reminder, guys, we're somewhere around 500 subscribers short of the 40,000 subscriber goal. So if you are watching and you haven't liked the video and subscribed, please do so. It really helps out a lot for making sure that the YouTube algorithm prioritizes me for people searching for Genshin content. Did that guy actually get through at the end? I think he did. Ugh, it's horrible. Well, whatever. We still got the less than 12 ones. He needs a team where you can use Bennett fills all roles. I mean, we could just have like an all Bennett team for something at some stream. That would be kind of ridiculous. Just everybody getting hit in the back of the head with rocks at the same time. Good times. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. It does help the channel. And we're getting, like I said, getting really close to that 40k subscribers. And my my long-term goal for 2021 is to reach 100,000 subs by the end of the year. So that is something I'm definitely pushing for. At my current pace, it should be doable. So yeah, that is definitely one of my long-term goals. Let's see. Okay, so I just have to level up a couple more of the towers, and then we have to not let a monster escape, which we would have had if that one hadn't literally escaped on the buzzer in the last round, which was kind of ridiculous. I can't believe that thing didn't die. Alright, anyways, continuing to upgrade the towers. That's maxed. This, I think, can still go one more level, but it is not maxed yet. I think everything else is... Oh, nope, this one's not maxed. Level 9. And that one's done. So now I am at just needing to get any 6 to level 10, which I only need one more for, so I can clear that after the next one. And then I need to clear a stage at any difficulty level 7 while defeating all monsters. Hey, hang on. Let me check with... Hang on. Let me check and see if Wayward has... Do you have the achievement for killing all monsters? Because if he doesn't, then I'm just going to keep him in for one more round so that we can go ahead and achieve that one together.
Theater Mechanicus.
I'm not toxic. That's Tavot's job. Don't put that voodoo on me. I'm not toxic. You're toxic. I'm not toxic. You're toxic. Tavot Astoria, please do a theory video on why I pulled Beidou and Benny on the weapons banner. I've seen some weird stuff like that too. Actually, I think on the Jade Cutter... Okay, yeah, we'll go again then. On the Jade Cutter banner, I pulled several 4-star characters, which was kind of ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna go again. Usually I do just 2 rounds, but since he's still missing that achievement, we're gonna go again just to make sure that we both get that one as well. Alright, invite, team invitation. Everyone who has Chi-Chi bless Tavot with cocoa goat milk and Chi-Chi luck. Yeah, please, that would be amazing if you would do that. I could definitely use those things. That would be maximum helpful, for sure. You said joking, you meant hoping. Tenandeo C3. You need to change the recovery Mechanicus to the Mysticus Mechanicus. Yeah, I did realize a little late that I hadn't done that, but you know. Your armory's at 10 for the mechanics. Nice. Alright, let's go. That's something someone said toxic, or something someone toxic would say. Uh-huh. Sure it is. Oh, we got a different map this time. Great. I don't even know if have I been on this one before? I don't even know if I've been on this one. Alright, so it looks like they come from 2 locations here. One over there. So, where do they both come from? The same spawn point or something? Yeah. It looks like they all have to pass through that one point. So, yeah, I guess we should just let them all come right to here, huh? That would probably be the best way to go. So... Oh, we both threw down hydros. I'm gonna throw down a cryo here. We can always replace that other one in the next round. And we got a pyro there. Let's see. Throw down another... We've got 490 points still, so I think it'll be worthwhile to continue to build stuff in front of the portal just to help ensure that they do not get away. And I have 130, so I can't build anything else, but I suspect we'll be fine here. No more than 20 monsters to escape, shouldn't be a big deal anyways. Is that a cliff? That is a cliff. So... why not? Just go ahead and give these guys a bad day while we're at it. Okay, they're all trying to charge through everything up there. The one big guy is not going to get really very far anyways. No. This guy's trying to sprint through. Get out of here with that. I think I am going to chill out over here. I think it'll be better if I just stay right here for the possible cliff throws if they're necessary anyways. Alright. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get out of here. Got Chi-Chi while rolling for Albedo. I love her, but I still miss Albedo. Won't see him for so long, and it's all her fault. Yeah, I suppose I could definitely understand your irritation with that specific trade-off. Albedo's really one of the, if not the best, I think to me he's definitely the best support character in the game. So I can definitely understand why you're upset about not having pulled Albedo. Chi-Chi is definitely useful though, don't get me wrong, but in specific applications. There's basically no applications where Albedo isn't useful. Maybe, I guess, against Geo enemies, he's not one of the better options, but I mean, that would still be hard-pressed to say that he's not useful. Oh my god, how did that miss? There you go. These little sprinters. Come on now. At C3, oft, why not use phone flashlight? I think I missed something there. I could risk going downstairs to get coconut milk, but you might fall down the stairs in the dark. Okay, and you have no one to share my pain with. Oof. Yeah, don't do that. Please don't fall down the stairs. Is it just me, or is this a really long first round? Jeez. You know what? Go. It was a really long first round. Have I read Bennett's story? He lived through 2 situations where he should have definitely died, and I don't think he is unlucky. It's more like he used it up. He's going to be the child of prophecy. Yeah, I have. His story is actually really, really interesting, and he's one of the characters that I'm really looking forward to doing a story video for at some point in the future. I've got some other characters that I want to do first, but I definitely intend to do a lore story for him, and I'm really looking forward to getting the opportunity to do that. All right, so we've got 3 slots left. We've got 1 down there. Got a couple over here. So what I'll say, let's see. Put this here, and you know, we'll keep cryos because frozen is just ridiculous. And why not throw a hydro over here too, huh? Because then I can at least do a frozen situation with Ganyu if we need it. All right, let's get this going. Geo supremacy. Yeah, I mean my Geo team is just ridiculous now, especially what with Zhongli's improvements in 1.3. He's just broken now. That team always has done well for me, but now it's just ridiculous. It just cuts through everything. It rarely takes damage. That team is... It's so good it's almost not fun anymore because the team just doesn't really take it. Really, almost nothing is even challenging with it anymore. You know, a lot of domains I can clear in under 60 seconds, and it's just, yeah, it's a good team. Definitely appreciative of that grouping of characters. It's one of those, like, you know, big gun type parties where I tend to only use it if I'm having trouble with content or something, which isn't all that frequent, but these days I don't use it a whole lot just because, like, I have more fun playing Keqing and Mona in my other party. These are long rounds. This one had like over 30 enemies. This is crazy. This wasn't even like the like 3.0 difficulty or anything. It's still just 2.5, I think. I don't remember increasing it or anything. And there's just a ton of enemies here. It's crazy. Sabrata Roy, welcome. Child is all I want since I now have Diluc. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of the past 5-star characters will come back at some point or another. When exactly, you know, I obviously can't say with any degree of accuracy, but it will happen one of these days. I'm actually going to step back a little bit so that I can hit anybody who runs past the front too. Because standing where I was actually was going to leave like a pocket there where stuff could actually sneak through if I wasn't paying, you know, attention behind me. This will be a better position to stay. Gonna try for a Hotel, but I don't mind getting any other 5 stars because I already got Ganyu. Yeah, I understand that. Originally I wasn't really concerned with, you know, building Hotel or anything, but At this point, I haven't built any teams specifically around a primary DPS pyro character, so I am considering building her out as a primary DPS if she so fits the role. I still don't even know if that's something that she's capable of doing, but if she's not a support character, which I'm sure will be apparent pretty quickly, then I may go forward with doing that. I've been holding on to a lot of enhancement materials for the arrival of 1.4 in hopes that the new characters that come out will be something that I really want to invest in for, you know, Spiral Abyss opportunities and the like. So we'll see. You're farming to ascend your Albedo to level 90. Yeah, I actually just finally ascended my Albedo to 90 this week. He's been sitting at level 80 for a long time, really. I think I got him to level 80 the week he came out, and he's just been sitting there ever since. But I finally ascended him to 90 this week so I could continue leveling up his E-skill talent. And I think it's level 11 right now. I haven't gotten it to 12 yet. I need to farm the domain for the books to finish that off. But I'm hopeful that I'll have that done this week, and then it'll, you know, be basically at its max. With that said, though, the Blossom procs are already hitting something crazy like 14k or something. So it's only going to keep getting better. Let's see. Pyro Mechanicus mastery for sure. You're scared that Venti and Klee rerun will happen in a row, so I won't have enough primos for one of them. They are on your dream team. It's possible that that could happen. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it seems like something that could happen, you know, like, but I honest to goodness, I think what's more likely is that, you know, rerun banners will occur at a time where they need time to develop another character or something, so they'll probably appear in gaps where they're working on other characters and don't have new ones to release. What would I do if there was a child right in front of you? Oh, I think you're talking to somebody else. Had to tell you a story. A physical build Kuching is canon. Changed my mind. I mean, have you not watched how much damage my Kuching does? I use her as an electro. I mean, here's the thing about physical damage Kuching. I'm not saying she's bad. She's not. But you basically completely eliminate the benefit of her mobility from her E in order to use her as a physical character. So to me, that's reason enough not to use her as a physical character. And that, you know, that's for the same reason why for the longest, you know, I've always felt strongly about not using Mona as a support, because you lose her mobility if you use her as a support, and it's just, to me, not a good trade-off. So yeah, that to me alone is the reason, because, you know, if you want to use physical Kuching, then you have to pretty much continue to just use her charged attack to pop her E and use it for the explosive damage as opposed to its teleportation aspect, which is really, really useful. And it's really one of the aspects of that character I find to be the most fun, but it also hits really hard. So to me, it's all about mobility, and it also helps you take a bit less damage too. You cannot forget that. Between the next round, Warpaint, if you want to replace the booster here with an Animo, that would actually be super useful. Come on, break. There we go. Cool. These rounds have been really long compared to a lot of the other ones from the past runs that we've been doing. That's crazy. Or if you just want to replace this with an Animo now, we don't really need the points anymore, so we can definitely replace these. Yeah, we definitely could.
We're way behind schedule.
Yeah, we still got more cryos coming. At C3, big brain move is to have both on the same team. Yep, Ayaka is better because of ice. Yeah, Ayaka is one of those characters I'm really looking forward to for sure. Again, you know, obviously she'll be releasing sometime around whenever Inazuma comes out. Hopefully in, you know, week 1 of Inazuma, you know, day 1. but who knows how they'll actually go forward with it. I really hope so. Hopefully, you know, we'll be seeing an Azuma in 1.5. I've long since, you know, been holding on to hope that, you know, major, like, region releases will be on the 0.5s, but if they don't show up on the 0.5s, then we'll probably see them on the, you know, 2.0 type situations. So, we will see. Do we even really need Fearless? I don't even think we really need that. Let's take attack speed for sure. When Child's character video came out, people were dazzled seeing him slide down the waterfalls, and people actually thought he could do it in game, and they tried doing it. That would be awesome. It's kind of like the situation with the Kuching video that came out this week with the for the soundtrack. So it just had, you know, her sitting around with a cat and like leaning on a railing and stuff. Like, I immediately went to the location to see if they had added a new interaction point with that railing, allowing you to lean on the railing, but they didn't. Sad face. So it just means that they were, you know, using some kind of animation in the game that we don't have access to or something, which bummed me out, but is what it is. Oh, Rev's here. Oh man, Rev is here. Alright, he's finally here. You gonna do any of the things this evening, Rev? Hopefully not. Ayaka supremacy for sure. Yeah, no, it's still level 7, by the way. We wanted to finish off all the. I wanted to finish off all the achievements before attempting level 8, but I will be attempting level 8 tonight. That is the. I know it's Beto. I know that, and I've actually gotten much more consistent about not saying it the wrong way. I think through great effort. So there's also that. Rev. Let's see how it is, Rev. Let's see how it is. You just come into the stream with the pure intent to antagonize me. It's not okay, bud. It's not okay. At Tevat Historia, I absolutely loved your Dainsliff theory video. It blew my mind. Great job as always. Can't wait for more content. Awesome, Cat. I'm really glad you liked it. I worked harder on that video than I think I have on any other video throughout the, you know, eight-ish months that I've been running this channel. And I'm really glad you liked it, because I actually was really pleased with the video. I've already been, you know, as I do, been working on ways to continue to improve the content on my channel. I've been working on some new text effects for my theory videos and stuff, which I'm really excited to start using. And this week I'm gonna be purchasing some new audio equipment, so that'll be nice. So I'll probably sound a little different in the near-ish future, probably next month sometime, because I'm trying to go with some pretty high-end stuff, and I'm just gonna have to, you know, budget it in a little bit slowly, but it is what it is. I can't buy it all at once; it's just a little bit too expensive, but I'll get there, and then I'll have a whole new microphone set up. It's one of the things that I definitely wanted to have set up before I do, you know, any kind of like a face reveal or anything like that. I need to make sure I have all of the right audio equipment before I start purchasing video equipment and stuff. So you know, one aspect of the channel at a time pretty much is how I feel, and audio equipment is kind of a necessity too. And I want a proper professional microphone setup, one that doesn't pick up as much background noise, one that you know, has a better reproduction of lower end vocals as well. That's pretty important to me as well. I don't think my current mic sounds bad or anything, but it's a bit sensitive, and while on the surface that sounds like it's good, but it's really not, because it picks up a lot of background sounds and stuff, which is just one of the downsides of having a you know, a USB condenser microphone. It's just kind of how that works. So I'm going to be upgrading to something a little bit more professional in nature, and that should help a lot with going forward with quality content in regards to my voice and audio and all of that stuff. So that's good, and I'm really looking forward to making those changes. Like I said, it'll be. I'm actually starting to buy some of it this week, but next month I hope to actually have it all up and running. Always antagonizing the man himself. Yeah, you do. I see how it is, Rev. I do, truly.
Healthy body, healthy
Just watch you
now.
struggle, TH. Just wait, level 8 is fun. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I definitely am planning to do it tonight, for sure. But right now I just wanted to finish the achievements after this round, so long as we get the achievements. Which we probably will, because nothing's gotten through yet. Knock on wood. Then I may, well, I'll probably just run some Theater Mechanicus with whoever else wants to run it afterwards. For the next hour, hour and a half kind of situation, and then after that, for like the last 30 minutes, or maybe the last hour or something like that, I'll do level 8, and we'll kind of go from there. You antagonize to motivate. I mean, I guess you can call it what you like. Alright, let's skip. You have a C6 Razor that could probably destroy everything, but you don't want to use them. Yeah, I understand that. It's that same situation I described earlier with my Zhongli team. Like, it's so good. That team just rocks everything so hard, and it's almost not even fun to use the team anymore because of how good it is. And by that I mean it is fun to use it, but it cuts the challenge out of a lot of content. Now there's obviously some content like Spiral Abyss and stuff where it's just obligatory. I'm taking that team because I'm not trying to make it challenging for myself intentionally, at least. Unless of course, there's challenges issued or something like that, but outside of those specific scenarios, I don't usually do that. Poor Tevat, yeah. Kaya would sit like he owns the place. Kaya definitely acts like he owns most places. Sits on chair, now respect me. Yeah, you're not wrong. He definitely has that kind of attitude, which kind of suggests that almost like he's covering for something, like he wears that big personality on his sleeve. Or on his, on his sleeve, like he's covering up for something, like he's trying to hide like probably some kind of very sorrowful insides or something, like he's probably really like stressed out or sad or something, and he just, compensates all the time by just kind of being overconfident and kind of conducting himself in, a very specific manner, which to me is like he's also keeping people at arm's length, probably emotionally. That seems very apparent because like the way he conducts himself, people don't really like interacting with him too much. So he actively prevents people from getting close to him, it seems like. I'd be really, really interested to see more about his story for a lot of reasons. That's a character I for sure, like all of the other starter characters in this game, am very certain he's going to get a 5-star variant who's going to be crazy powerful at some point in the future. Well, we finally did it. That stage was so long. That was crazy. Ravish at Tevat Historia. Finally finish build Diluc and Xiao. Question, should I upgrade my support Xingqiu, Sucrose, and etc. to level 80 and upgrade artifact to 20 plus? Right now it's 16 plus instead of upgrade another character. It kind of depends on what you need. So if I assume your support characters, your Xingqiu and Sucrose are currently at 70. So if it makes you feel any better, I have certain characters who are still at 70, such as Diluc. I actually have been meaning to ascend him. He's just been kind of a low priority, just because I mostly use him to just put pyro status on stuff on call for Mona to exploit. So that's generally what my goal has been with him. But if you need more diversity in your roster, then it's not going to hurt you to, spread it around and increase other characters. But if you have the diversity that you need in order to clear things like Spiral Abyss through level 12 already, then you can continue to power up those characters and make it easier for you to continue clearing the Spiral Abyss. But if you, like I said, if you don't, then, you can keep working on that. Alright, so those are all done now. Cool. I need to... Let's go to the market, because I need to start buying out more of this stuff over here really quick. So, yeah, Warpaint. Those were great runs, man. We did some good work there. I definitely want to we're gonna swap up to somebody else after that. But yeah, those went really, really well. So thanks for coming into my world and doing those runs. Hopefully, unless you're not done with all of your achievements, I'm gonna go ahead and invite somebody else or join somebody else's world to continue. All right, so those are all completely farmed out now, and I have 1,000 left over, so I can finally take one of these characters, and it doesn't matter because I've already got C6 on all of them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take an additional Xinyan and take my, you know, bonus Masterless Star Glitters, because that's all that's gonna be good for. Yeah, so now everything's bought out, so we are good on that. Let's see. Yeah, so that's done. But, like I said, I'm not going to stop running it. I'm going to keep going for more co-op rounds with everybody. So, let me go to Discord and see who I got messages from. Let's see. Trying to join Mechanicus Q UID Underworld level 8. Okay. Zuki, I am going to join into your world because you were the very next person, so I am going to send you a request into your world here momentarily. I don't actually think I need to do it that way. I should just be able to... Actually, I probably do have to do it that way, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let me just go ahead and search, add friend. And once it's accepted, I will request in. Let me take a look at that new name card. Nice. Definitely been trying to get as many of the name cards that come up as possible. I'm still working on leveling up some other characters to level 10. I'm really looking forward to getting Kaching's, because hers is really cool. As well as Zhongli's, his is really, really cool as well. I really like Ganyu's. Hers is cool. Gotta love Genshin Tower Defense. I do, actually. I really think this is a great game mode. I have no complaints about it at all. Warpaint, you cleared the shop. Nice. That's awesome. Kill the bird, TH? Was there a bird? I didn't see any bird. Oh, my team is all weird. Hang on. Hang on. My team is super weird. Let's see here. Yeah, I need to put Deluk and Klee back in my party. So, still waiting on the friend thing. So, let me do something really quick. Wait, did I delete you? How I might have. Honestly, I usually kind of just start from the top whenever I need to make room to invite more people, Rev. So I think I probably did it because I haven't deleted anybody since my last stream, and I deleted people during the stream. So it would have been on stream when I did it, if I did do it. So if I did, apologies. Definitely not personal though. Like I said, I usually just make room for people so I can continue to invite people during the stream.
Let's go.
Alright, what is happening? I am just like tarting out here really bad and keep going to the wrong... Wait, am I? Oh, I know what the issue is. Here it is. I need to do this. I need to leave co-op because I'm sitting here in a co-op realm and can't swap parties. That's what the problem was. Alright. I need to swap to this team here really quickly so I can get my daily fouls. Alright, Timmy's birds. It's time. Let's do this. He's gonna be very unhappy with me. And not a single pigeon was left standing. Oh, we got those two over there, but I don't even think it's possible to get both of those. I've never been able to get both. The other one always flies away. I always try to, you know, shoot him out of the sky, but I never get him. I think I've gotten a bird like once like that, but never one of those two. Alright, heading back down to the event location. How dare you, you're going to kill the I mean, at this point, it has kind of become like one of the stream regular things. Like, it's like, oh, hey, it's, you know, it's bird murder time. And I just go over there and handle it. Alright, so let's see. I do believe I got that new friend. Let's see. Yep, alright. I'm in requesting into your world now, Zuki. Look, even Kuching says let's go. Yeah, something like that. Alright. At Teyvat Astoria, do you have any characters I don't like? Actually, no, I really don't, Triforce Rich. I really don't have any characters in the game that I don't like. I'm sure. That's just cruel. Just load into a Chi-Chi immediately. That's not okay. That's not okay. Anyways, no, I really don't have any characters I don't like because all of the characters are so well like written and quirky and have so much personality. And if you've read the article that they posted a couple of weeks ago, maybe actually 3 weeks ago now. Wow, that was terrible. I don't even know what that was.
If you lie on the ground,
Anyways,
you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
just live typos. Anyways, yeah, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago when Xiao first came out. They had developers notes on how they went about creating him and what the process was for that. And it was really, really interesting. And it really shows how much time and thought goes into how they write the characters. And it was really, really a really good read. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. At Aether, Clea's and TH's team. Was, for sure. Well, let's see. Let's see, whatever you wanna try. Okay. Get salted immediately? Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, so Zuki, if you've already farmed out everything, then we can do the max difficulty if you wish. I'm open to whatever at this point.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
You know, Timmy is a spy from Celestia who will decide if the player is worthy of surviving the end time event. I mean, at this point, I feel like Celestia is not a, they're not exactly an entity of, we'll say, kind individuals, I don't think. So it's one of those things where, like, if they're out here, you know, like, watching Ganyu murder Timmy's birds week after week, they're probably like, that one we're keeping. We want the bird murderer.
You can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Warpaint Unicorns, you know what? You tried to save Timmy's feelings and spare him the horror, but he's always yelling at you for sharing them before you even tried. Or yeah, you're right. That's true. He does do that. You know, oh my God, Blop. Yeah, he literally marks where all the birds are on the map. Actually, I don't mark where the birds are on the map. If you look on the map, if you're talking about my monster locations, these are actually what is it? Whopper flowers. They're just like if I need like whopper flower stuff, then I go to those locations just really quick on the fly, so I don't have to pull up like a website thing to go find them. It's just easier that way. Yeah, if you want to bring Mona, that's fine. I was actually gonna swap so that you could have Jean, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even look and see what difficulty it's on. I'll have to ask. Literally just died. Oof. Let's see. Hang on. What difficulty? Let's put it like this. What level is this? Alright, so this is the... Is this the same one? No, it's the other one. Whoa, wait. Oh wow, round 1 already has... So this has got to be... Okay, yeah, this is... Okay. Oh boy. So... We got 38 seconds to figure out what we're doing here. Alright, well, let's see. We're definitely going to be needing some boost, I think. And we should probably be trying to freeze them as much as possible still. I think that's going to be still extremely necessary. And then the same deal on this side. So let's see. Hydro first. Cryo second. Don't think I have enough points to do another one. No, I'm at exactly 0 even. Well, we got one less on this side. That's okay. I've still got Gene ready to go if I need to throw anything off the cliff anyways. Nope. Let's go ahead and throw those guys back a little bit. You know what? I'm actually just gonna stay up here, I think, because I can swap to Gene in a pinch and just pull them into the swirl and make sure they don't get away if I stay up here. Welcome to the 10 levels of hell. Oh wow, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it's 10 levels. It's crazy. Well, we'll see how it goes. Once we don't need the boosters anymore, we can replace them with animos, and that should help a lot too. Really, the only other thing we may need is to, you know, activate the environment to drop the floor out if a round becomes too difficult or something. That's the only other thing I can think of right now. We'll see how this goes. I'm hopeful it will not be problematic, but we'll see. Have fun, TH. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try. You love this round, and 3 escape, best one yet. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna make it a personal goal to have as few escape as possible, but we'll see. That's why I'm trying to just stay back here. No, get out of here. They definitely are, you know, like, kind of getting close-ish, but they're not quite making it, so we'll see. The only level you hate? Interesting. Is it maybe just, like, too hard or something too crazy? I don't know. We'll see. Ah, come on. This guy. I don't even know if that was gonna work. Let me, I'm gonna go ahead and build... Oh, I was gonna put a thing there, but okay. It's fine. We actually already have enough points, so we don't really need to add additional points anymore. Pretty certain we won't be needing those anymore, so I'm gonna replace those with that. And we can build a few more towers after this one too. We probably, I mean, I don't know, maybe the mine's a good idea, just in case. Nice, alright. We should definitely be on the lookout for extra towers if it gives us the option. We should definitely take that. Oh, there's Animo Slimes on this one. Electro and Hilly Churl Berserker. Interesting, okay. And Electro range +5, I guess is okay. If we have any Electro ones, we have one there. Can add an Electro one here. And we can put one on the other side as well. Actually, what we really should do is move these. So what I really should do is reconstruct that and replace this with an Animo so that those are more intuitively placed, because the way they were placed before was not really going to work very well. And then next round, or as soon as we have the points to do it, I'll swap these two and we'll have the same loadout on both of those, and that should help a lot. Alright. We got a lot of those Animo ones coming from over here on that side, and a lot of Electros on the left. Oh yeah, those Animo ones, because they're pretty much constant. They work really well, especially if you sit them in the middle of a whole bunch of other elements like that. It's pretty clutch. I like how well those generally work. Gotta love the emergency mines. Yeah, they're definitely helpful. Those surprisingly still blew up even with the Animo ones in the middle for the Animo slime, so that's good. They didn't really get very far either. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and swap these now since we have the opportunity. Building Animo here and moving Cryo to here. Good. Cool. Still nothing getting through. I think we'll be fine. I mean, I'm sure the rounds get much more challenging though, but because they start from so far away, that should help. Maybe it's just because I'm also I've been standing like dead center. I haven't noticed anything come up the middle lane yet. I'm sure they will, because there are 3 portals down there. Initial mine explosion damage greatly reduces monster HP. That could be useful. Also, this will be useful. I'm a little afraid to take Fickle on this round. I don't want to ruin everything. So yeah, let's take this. Because that will make our emergency mine that much more effective for the you know, for the effort of trying not to allow anything to get through here. All right. Yeah, this is got me a little anxious. I'm very curious to see how this continues to go. And round 3. You can go ahead and skip. I think we're as built out as we're gonna get, I believe. All right, we got a bunch of hydros on this side, cryos on the other. I wish that would actually do damage to them, seeing as how it does status change them. Whatever. Oh, we got a bunch of Ruin Guardians coming up the center. Oh, got him. Oh, I thought he was gonna keep going. He stopped. I definitely got him that time. The first 5 were chill, then it ramps up. Good to know. We will see. Wonder if it's just gonna be like an onslaught of like really powerful enemies or something, like just a whole bunch of ruins graders or something like that. Oh, come on. Got it. Not gonna get it a second time, doesn't look like. Yeah. Maybe I can still get this one as he makes the corner. Yep. Just keep going for those weak point strikes. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do anything to that one. I don't have any decent elements or anything to deal with that. This guy will definitely die. He got pretty far though. Shatter used to do tons of damage. Yeah, I mean, it's not really one of the reaction types that people are really particularly concerned with anymore. Just like compared to things like Vaporize and stuff, it's just not very compelling. So most people tend to ignore it. And you have to have, you know, very specific characters in order to even make it work. Oh, come on now. It's one. Oh, it didn't hit him a second time though. I don't know why it didn't. He'll still die. Some of these really do just press straight through, don't they? And they just keep on going. Almond Tofu, who is my favorite 4-star character. I appreciate it, Almond Tofu, thank you. And also, Xinyan, for sure. Like, without a doubt, Xinyan is definitely my favorite of the 4-star characters. She's just a really interesting character. I like that she's, you know, a performer, like a guitarist and stuff. Like, she has such like an interesting like character design as well. I think she looks cool, and she's fun to play. So for sure, definitely Xinyan. Come on. These guys keep trying to get through this. Got 4 enemies left on this round. See if I can weak point strike these from far away. Actually, I probably should wait until they get closer. I don't want to not be able to weak strike them while they're up close. Food gave itself to TH. I mean, that would be nice. Oh, come on, stop missing. There we go. Hopefully I can get the second one. Nice, got it. Not that it seems to matter, he just got up and kept walking anyways. Oh, that's ridiculous. Whatever. 2 enemies left. Still the same, just more ruins guards. You're waiting for Hutao on mobile? Nice. What would I rather eat? Beidou's food, Klee asking you nicely to eat her trash, or Paimon. I mean, I think the stories say that Beidou's food is good, isn't it? So probably Beidou's. I mean, obviously, like, Xiangling has, like, very unusual food, but everybody says it's good, so that's, you know, an obvious option, but it's not among the choices, so, yeah, Beidou. Alright, round 3 down. Yeah, these rounds are really long. Electro Mechanicus, I get 50% damage bonus with each attack. Lasts for 30 seconds max, 5 stacks. Interesting. And this is just static damage. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. At Tevada's story, ever try any of the Genshin recipes? I made Noelle's pancakes for this morning and Razor's hash browns. Great decision. No, I can't say that I have. I don't imagine a whole lot of them would be something I could currently eat just based on like dietary stuff I've got going on right now. But like, you know, like, cause my wife and I try to eat keto as much as possible. But yeah, so I don't know that I could try any of those, but every now and then, usually around like holidays or just like cheat days or something, you'd probably try something like that. Oh wow, this thing's going by so fast. Oh, stop. Stop. Definitely need that to get frozen. They move fast. Okay. Yeah, those are quick. I was like, before I even really realized they were on the map, they were pretty much like right in our face. That was crazy. That had me worried there for a second. We were gonna have one get past us already on round 4. If that's any indication of what we have coming, though, that's crazy. Oh, nope, didn't lead that one right. Shot that one straight down the middle lane. Ether is your future self, Dainsliff? I don't think so. Xiangling versus Gordon Ramsay, that I'd like to see. I think, like, you know, those shows that have, like, weird cooking challenges where they have to use, like, unusual recipes and stuff or unusual items to cook things, like, Xiangling would be really good at that. This actually, like, makes me want to, like, see, like, some kind of goofy skit or something kind of based on, like one of those cooking, like, reality shows where people have to do exactly that, and just, Xiangling just, like, destroys everything. Everybody else is, like, super stressed out and emotional about it. That'd be hilarious, I think. Just like all the other characters of Genshin just, like, are all, like, going crazy, and she's just, like, using trash for food, and it's somehow delicious. Like, here, eat this pencil eraser. Somehow delicious pencil eraser. Everybody else is, like, just giving you, like, some kind of rubber garbage. Your phone is gonna die. Uh-oh, C3. Might want to plug that sucker in, man. So far, we're doing okay. No, stay strong. We need you. Stay. I mean, if you don't stay, how are you gonna hear the Eat the Paimon at the end of the stream? That's, I think that's obligatory, right? Which of the 3 Ruin Guards is your favorite character-wise? So I'm assuming you mean like Ruin Guard, Ruin Hunter, and Ruin Greater. I think the Ruin Graders are really cool. They have like a bit more of a futuristic design to them, and they're really, really cool looking as a result of that. So I would have to say the Graders. I think they're really, really cool. But I do really like the standard Ruin Guard as well. They're very unique. At Tevada's story, it's hard to go wrong with Sweet Madame. The cabbage rolls are Tevat egg. Yeah, I mean, Tevat egg's pretty basic, right? That one's one you can't really go wrong with for sure. It's pretty much just, well, an egg. Extinct boar sauce, yeah. Yeah, that quest was one of those, like... So this boar is extinct, and we're gonna eat it. I don't know if this is the best use of this boar. I think, like, that'd be one of those things where, like, for alchemical properties, like if Albedo were to find out that, like, this extinct boar were something that he could, like, experiment with or something and learn stuff about, and then he finds out that, like, Xiangling's just using it to make food, he'd be pretty upset. I think he would definitely not be happy about that. He would, I think he'd have something to say. Teva, what is the best way to level up in mobile? I mean, I would generally say it's the best way to level up in general. Like, it's just, like, I don't think it really changes across the platform. Yeah, so, like, if you're struggling and you definitely need some, like, character, like, level up materials, then, you know, you can always go do ley lines for additional of those, and that's really the best way to get those. I didn't really do it until, like, my characters, like, my core party was kind of in a good spot already, but, like, I think early on I did do some just to help force my team along, but, I mean, pretty early on, so long as you're not trying to level up too many characters at once, usually, you know, you get 2 characters to 40 and then 2 characters, you know, to 60, and then you leave those 2 characters that were at 40 and you continue to level the 2 that your primary DPS beyond 60 is, like, usually how that works. You'll get your primary DPS to 80 and then it'll, you know, 70 and then 80. It'll and your other characters, you know, you can kind of level them all out at 60 as you get there. Usually it's best to focus on one party at a time. You don't want to try to, you know, spread yourself too thin, because that can, you know, lead to bad things as well. So that's one of those things I would definitely be careful about. Cryo attack, ooh, Animo Elemental Mastery for sure, but I think Cryo attack speed could be really useful too. C3, Tanandeo. Oh no, the extinct boar thing was offensive. Think of the freezer burn. Yeah, freezer burn, for sure. Well, I mean, it isn't the extinct boar on Dragon Spine, though. That's true, it was not that one. But it was still an extinct boar that I'm sure Albedo would have loved to study, for sure. Or, you know, like, or even Sucrose. Maybe even Sucrose, because, you know, she frequently studies, like, animal bones and stuff. Like, you gotta think, like, Sucrose would definitely want to study the bones of that boar. Like, she probably would even be okay that you ate it. But, like, she would want the bones afterwards, right? Like, she's probably, like, over there in Springvale, like, rooting through the garbage to find those bones as soon as she finds out that that happened. Like, what you did, what? Hang on, let me go check the garbage. Oh, this one's pressing a little bit further than I'd like to see. Stop it. Hey, nice, I knocked him down. I like it. I'll just try to freeze these on this side. Oh, those guys are fast. Hang on, if that one pushes through, I'll be ready to root him into the center with Jean. This is one of those times where, like, it's kind of unfortunate that you can't charge your elemental bursts, because if you could charge your elemental bursts, then of course we'd have a much easier time with this, which would be really nice. Nice, I got him at the last second. I'll take it. God, some of these big ones just don't want to stop. It's a good thing Jean knocks down large enemies if you can stagger them out. It's good stuff. Definitely helps. So I forget who it said. I think it was Warpaint that said, like, the first 5 levels were chill. I think even level 5 is pretty challenging already. We haven't had anything go through us yet, but I think a part of that's probably just been luck. Been able to get some good staggers and knock down these big guys before they could pass through everything. Only 7 enemies left. Everyone has been thoroughly traumatized by that quest, it would seem. Yeah, something like that. Hello, Historia. How are you doing today? Really good, Squirrel. How are you, actually? Hopefully everybody here is doing great today as well. And as a reminder, by the way, guys, if you look at the top of the screen there in the middle, I've got that subscriber goal thing. So to those of you who were not in here at the start of the stream, I'm trying to make that final push to 40,000 subscribers. I will only need another 500, so every little bit helps. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoy my content, I really would appreciate it if you did subscribe, and also if you liked the stream and any of my videos that you watch. That's the primary way that the whole YouTube algorithm thing works. You know, the more people who like and subscribe and even comment on content definitely helps to recommend my videos when people are looking for Genshin content. So that's kind of how the word gets spread around. And, you know, the more my content gets around, in theory, the more, you know, returns that I'll see from it, and that'll help allow me to make more content with higher quality over time. Because it'll allow me to continue to upgrade the equipment that I use to, you know, provide that content. And that's something that I am constantly and actively trying to keep improving, because I'm always finding something with, especially with regard to audio quality, something like, I need to change this, I need to change that. Because, you know, the audio aspect of, you know, creating lore videos especially, or theory videos especially, is so important. Because that's what allows you to really, truly create that environment that keeps you invested and really, like, really absorbed into the moment. You know, you have to have the right music, you have to have the right sound effects at times, and not having goofy background sounds and stuff over my voice as I'm saying what's, you know, happening in it is also really, really important. Let's take, yeah, we'll just take pyro bonuses on this one. Okay, I roped you in. Well, I appreciate it. Rev, get out of here with that. I am not a bully. I'm just a bully to you, because you like jumping off cliffs, maybe. C3, nice, I knocked him down. Dude literally stabbed him in the face. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, the end result was the same. I stabbed him in the face, but the final result was a knockdown. Oh god, these are fast. Okay, you were not wrong. Wow. Okay, so one got through. No. Bad. Bad. Stop it. Get out of here. Oh, that was ridiculous. Okay, well, we had one get through there already. Jeez, that was crazy. I was not expecting a whole bunch of the big ones to just charge through us like that. Oh, we lost our mine. I need to put that back up. Come here. There we go. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. No, come on. Well, paid for that one immediately. Damn. That was unfortunate. Rough life. Alright, well, 2 have gotten through so far. Oh, that does not bode well, does it? What do we have up here? We have 2 pyros. We need to swap one of these. Yeah, we need to swap these that we have up here with something else. Having no reactions generator up here isn't helping any. We need to swap to double hydro up here, I think. If we have double hydro up there, I think it will allow me to make sure that whatever comes up here gets frozen on the staircase when I'm, you know, acting as a cryo turret. So that would really, really help. C3, you'll make 500 accounts for me. I mean,
there is still a lot left to do.
That's one way to do it. But yeah, let's replace both of these with hydro for now and see how that works. I think that'll definitely help with halting the additional escape of enemies. Ah, Rev, look at this. Ha, TH confirmed unreliable. I mean, I don't want to hear that from the guy who jumps off a cliff and leaves me by myself to defend the towers. Get out of here with that. Unreliable. I see how it is. DPS check of your tower defense, Genshin. Yeah, something like that, definitely. Alright, these guys are at least not all that fast, so there's that. Oh my god, Tavot, bad timing. Yeah, it was definitely bad timing. I tried to replace it with that mine, put down a hydro, and then that one just ran in right behind me. It was like that moment in Lord of the Rings where the Urukai is trying to run through the line at Helm's Deep with the torch to light the bomb. And he just like launches himself into the gateway, right? You know, like he's got arrows sticking out of his neck and out of his arms and out of his chest, and he dives in at the last second and blows himself up to destroy the wall. It was like that. It was basically that. For sure. Whose trailer is my favorite? Mine's Albedo. I really do like Albedo's trailer. That's a great one. However, I think Ganyu's is my favorite. I really, really do like Ganyu's trailer. It was really interesting. Like I liked like the little comedic elements that they tied into it, but also The music that they wrote for it was really, really great too. It has like that really nice, like powerful, like end portion. Ah, it's so good. And then the visuals of that trailer were really, really, really nice as well. I mean, and that's not to say that the Albedo trailer's visuals weren't great as well, because they were, but it's just different. Tavon ain't taking nothing. No. I mean, you're gonna put me in a corner. I mean, I'm definitely gonna react to that for sure. Zuki, never doing this difficulty again. I mean, hey, let's see how many points we get. I mean, it's 3 times the points, right? So maybe, I mean, I've already farmed out everything, so it's not really even necessary. But it's certainly been a challenge. Haha. Knocked him down. Just a constant cycle of knockdowns. He couldn't get back on the ground. Ah, that was great. Just keep juggling him. You know, perfects go out the door because of you. Yeah, I see how it is, Rev. Like, if you wanna see if you can, you wanna join the stream on the next round, and we'll see if we can do any better in your presence. But knowing you, you'll probably just, you know, jump off a cliff, and then I'll be stuck by myself again anyways, so. Xiao has best trailer. I'm sorry, I love Edge, but Zhongli has best soundtrack. You know, Zhongli's music, the listener, that one's so good. That's definitely one of my favorite themes in the game right now, for sure. I really do like his trailer, too. Like, really all the trailers that they've released have been getting progressively better, I think. Like, each one has definitely been better than the last in a certain degree. I think, like, I really do like the Xiao trailer, right? Like, it's really dark and creepy. Like, it definitely has, like, this really dark element to it, and, like, the way it kind of trails out at the end is so, like, just, like, harsh, and it's so good at creating, like, the emotional atmosphere that you can tell that they were trying to create with it. But there's something about the Ganyu one that I just like more. I can't take anything from this Xiao one though, because it's so good. What my favorite character gameplay-wise? Mona. Oh, without a doubt, Mona for sure. I have a long-standing history of playing Hydro mages in games, and so for her to have like arrived at this game's release and just like, oh hey, look, here's a damage-focused oh my god, twice, Hydro mage that's not Barbara, so here you go. I was like, okay, and it's mobile, and it has a lure. This is perfect. So yeah. Okay, now we're on to Ruins Graders. This should be interesting. At least they're slow, so we got that going on. Well, he's frozen at the corner. Come on. Nice. Okay, well, they're taking good damage. Definitely not going to be able to do any of the knockdown stuff like I did with the other ones, though. Oh, God, I can't see anything. Oh, boy, we're in trouble. Oh, come on. No, bad. Bad. Gotta put another mine down. Did you get it? Yeah, you got it. Cool. Hey, none of them got out. I can't believe none of them got out. That was so close. That was really close. Wow. That was insane. I'm so glad they didn't get through. Trying to keep it to 2. Come on, we can do it. We can keep it at 2. We still gotta survive through 14 more of these things. Oh god. This is insane. Just start shooting the floor instead of them if I have to. Okay. Still doing good. They're pushing through to the end pretty regularly, but no, bad. Bad Ruin Grader. Bad. No. Nice. Hit the mine at least. We're gonna have to throw that again. Nice. Yeah, the mines are definitely coming in clutch if they don't die from all the freeze reactions climbing the stairs. Ah, come on, freeze. Oh, he's not freezing. No. Yep. We need another mine. Nice. Good job. Oh, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is a little stressful. For sure. Come on. They just don't want to take that much damage from these Hydras in the last portion, do they? We've got as many Hydras as we can possibly have down towards the bottom just to help ensure that we get these frozen reactions, but it only does us so much good. But at least as long as I can continue to, you know, ice turret these things right at the end here, we can just keep throwing mines underneath their feet right before they get out. They've been saving the day. Oh, come on. That was close. Yeah, this has been another one of those aspects of the game that's made me really, really happy that I have, I think it's C2 Ganyu for the, or maybe it's C1. I can't remember. I think it's either C1 or C2 that, so I think she's C3, but C1 or 2 is the extra lure. And that definitely has helped out on this round, for sure. It allows me an extra opportunity to freeze them without having to charge my shot, which is definitely good. Wow, I can't believe we didn't have any escape during that round. That was incredible. Crazy. Ooh, we can take another one, for sure. I don't even think there's a question about what we're taking on that. Mine cost 60% wouldn't be the worst. Squirrel. Barbara silently crying in the corner. Barbara DPS though. I mean, Barbara's not a DPS. She's not really good for that at all. God, I don't know what I want to put here. I mean, I guess we can put down another Hydro and just continue to get freeze options, or we can put down something like an Ordnance, maybe? Yeah, let's throw down an Ordnance just to stack up extra non-reaction damage right there at the front. We'll see what happens. Unless you think there's anything that might work better, but I'm thinking Ordnance. But if we have to replace it with something else, then we'll replace it. Ready when you are, though. Henning DPS Barbara against Oceanic. Oh yeah, that sounds terrible. Stevenification is my Jean C6? No, she's C3, maybe C4. I think she's C4 now that I'm thinking on it, but maybe C3. I can't remember for sure. Jean's been one of those characters that like just keeps popping up for me. Like if I'm like, it seems like every time I fail to get the main banner character, I get Jean or Diluc. But really what I want is Mona, because I still have, my Mona's only C1, and I desperately would love to have a C2 Mona, because she does so much more damage as C2, it's crazy. But it just doesn't seem to want to happen for me. Man, that's a lot of Cryo Abyss Mages. I don't like that at all. Oh god, we need to replace that with a Pyro at the last corner. Oh boy. We need another Pyro here in front of the stairway whenever you can. If you can replace that one at the beginning of the stairs with the Pyro. Nice, good job. I like it. Cool. You know what? You guys have gone too far. You go no further. Cool. Here, let's just juggle him a little more for fun. I mean, I'm again, like, not to continually quote Lord of the Rings, but this round is easier than the last, and it's giving me that, like, King Theoden thing. Like, is this the best you can muster moment? Like, they're not really doing anything on this round. I'm thinking now the next round is just gonna be completely terrible because I said that, though. Of course, like, as soon as he said that, that's when the last reference I made occurred, where the one with the torch dives in and blows up the wall. Okay, we're getting there. And just keep freezing the ones on the right while the Pyro's on the left. Go ahead and handle all the Cryo guys. So no big problem there. You have C1 Chi-Chi. Low-key jealous. Oh, Lunacy, you don't have Mona? Unfortunate. She's definitely, like, as I've said many, many times, like, far and away my favorite character in the game. Alright, round 9 down. 1 to go. Let's see. I mean, stage interactions cooldown could be really useful. Yeah. Let's take that, just in case we need it. Yeah, and the Pyro's the only other one that I think will really benefit us. So we'll see. Yep, karma will come to you for your hubris. Oof, honey. Why you gotta wish that on me? What'd I ever do to you? Oof. That's not okay. C2 is extra lure. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember which one it was off the top of my head. The Ordnance has great range. Yeah, that was the main reason why I picked the Ordnance, just hoping that it would go ahead and start shooting enemies from a further out distance, kind of giving us a little bit more reaction time. Whenever you can, replace this Pyro up here with a Hydro again. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it to definitely go back to being Hydro so that we can stop them at the staircase again. The Pyros are good for damage, but they're definitely not good for last-ditch effort holding them up to prevent them from escaping. Okay. Come on, come on. You do it. Fine. Get out of here. Come on. Yikes. That one just didn't want to stop. Good thing we have the Hydras down here for the freeze. Oh, those got electro status, like right on the corner, kind of awkwardly. That was weird. Come on, we can do this. 30 enemies left. Yeah, we can do this. We can hold this to 2. Get out of here. God, I wish, if not for that one round that kind of caught us off guard, we could have had a perfect run here. I'm kind of salty we didn't get it. This is a long round, though. I feel like we've been at this round for like half an hour or more. This is definitely long for sure. Oh man, another one of the graders getting through to the end here. Thank God for the mines. Oh, come on, let me get in there. Alright, I got the mine back up. So we should be okay. Come on. Get out of here. Yeah, if we can just hold this to 2, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'd love to see a perfect round on this. But and it may be something that, you know, we continue to try for tonight. In fact, probably we'll continue to try for it if we can. Come on, perfect round. But it won't be this one, but 2 is still not bad at all. I'm very curious to see how many points we get for it. Like, I don't know if, like, the amount of time it takes to do this round is worth it just for the extra, like, 1 times point modifier, so, you know, from 2 to 3. If it had been, like, 4, that might have been maybe more worth the time investment as far as, like, a farming standpoint is concerned. But, not that, like, we really need it. I've already bought out the whole store. I assume Zuki has as well. Timmy Bird Archon theory? Totally. He's the god of poultry. Because I keep showing up to kill all his birds. So they're not even birds, they're just poultry. No. Get out of here with this. Make us have to spawn new mines. Get out of here. Yeah, I think we're gonna hold to 2. Looks like. There's only 2 enemies left. And one of them hasn't spawned yet. Come on. Just get over here and die. Can't wait to see how many points we get. You got 1750 point, but lost 17 monster in solo mode the first time. Interesting. Yeah, you got close to not making it on that one. This is definitely one of those game modes that is absolutely better if you do it in co-op. Like, it's objectively harder solo, for sure. Haven't bought out the store, wanted to make stream content best choice. Well, I appreciate it, Zuki, thank you. We can, since this was only our first run together, so whatever you want to do with the next round, it's up to you. It's definitely going to be your call. I do appreciate the sacrifice, though, one way or the other. 1290? I would have thought we would have had better points for that. That was definitely not worth it. That wasn't even really more points, than, like 100 more points than the last round, which took half as much time, I think. Oh, 0 out of 10. Not worth. But only 2 got through, so there's that. Can't wait for Teyvat to look over this and be like, I think I missed something. For some odd reason, no one can put Chi-Chi in a team with the new 10-star Teyvat historian. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with being a 10-star character. That'd be something else. I'll take it. Why do birds keep dying around Tevat? Everyone at the stream. That's good stuff. Celine Song, your UID 618502442. Let me just write that down really quick so that if it spams off, I can still see it. 502442. Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah, it's still your choice, Zuki. Whatever you would prefer to do. Definitely that difficulty mode is seemingly not worthwhile to attempt, just because it doesn't really pay off very well. So I don't know what's going on with the, I don't know if like people are subscribing and I'm just not seeing it when it happens. Like I don't know if like, if the sound notifications just aren't firing off or what the deal is with that. Like some of them have been. Like I know earlier in the evening they definitely were. But it seems like for the last little while they haven't been, which is kind of confusing. I don't know what's happening there. So that's kind of weird. Taking a look at something really quick just to see if there might be a reason why they're not playing, but whatever. When's the next 4-player event? I have no idea. We don't really know much about what's coming up after this, so we've, you know, like obviously the 1.3 stream came out and pretty much told us what to expect from this, you know, a few weeks ago. But, you know, 0 to 10, but I'd still run it with TH. Yeah, I mean, for sure. And I'll probably continue to do that, you know, after, like, if after this round is over, like, I'll leave it up to whatever the other person wants to do. So we'll kind of see how that continues to go. Like, I'm still definitely open to running it again. Doing difficulty 7, less than, yeah, so he agrees. Or Zuki agrees, I should say. I have no idea. Alright, so same map, different map, different map. Yeah, okay, so it's the one that bottlenecks everything up here, though. So nothing wrong with that. So put a booster here for the start, just to get a good base going. Let's put a hydro here, a cryo here, and a cryo here. And then I'm gonna put, let's do a pyro over here for melt and vaporize, because that should be the most damaging reaction that we can have hit this corner. And so far that is 7, so about half of what we can put down. We're getting there. Okay, ready when you are. I'm confident that, like, now seeing what the difficulty of, you know, the max difficulty is and only allowing 2 through, like, we should definitely be good to clear this without too much hassle. Guess that low, was it the extra monster challenges, I guess, you were taking? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. We didn't take any of the extra monster challenges at all, so that might have been why we didn't really get any bonus points or anything, you know? Yeah, let me go ahead and get back in this corner. This is the more ideal location to remain for this map. Oh, and just be sure you are you, he, his pronoun. Yeah, that's the reason why I corrected myself, because I don't want to assume. So let's see here. When's the next yeah, okay, I already caught that. The points is quite small. I get 1,200 points with 14 miss. Yeah, it was weird. We only lost 2, and we got like 1,290 points or something like that. That definitely did not seem worthwhile for the effort that was, you know, the effort we had to put out to win that. Definitely not worth. 0 out of 10. But it wasn't like it wasn't fun. But as far as like a farming standpoint is concerned, it's definitely not worth. Yeah, the Animo in the middle is always a good choice. They don't really get very far with that. Have you checked out any of the Genshin content on YouTube, like the Genshin anime opening or Genshin live action? I have seen both, yes. Yeah, they're pretty cool. There's definitely some great stuff out there for, you know, like really like next to professional grade content creation out there, and it's really good. And, you know, like, also, there's some great people out there making, like, music and stuff, too. Like, Benedict Fargus, I used some of his music recently in part 2 of my Dainsliff theory. His piano renditions for Genshin music are really good. And I found another one yesterday who also has just absolutely beautiful piano renditions of a lot of the Genshin music. And he's covered most of the trailers is what he's been doing, as opposed to, you know, doing background music and stuff like that. He's been doing the you know, the trailers, which we don't actually have access to as far as like isolated files and stuff. He even did the storyline one, which was absolutely amazing. So like, because the music in the storyline trailer is just phenomenal. And so for him to have done a piano version of it was just glorious. And so when I saw that, I had to listen to it immediately, and I did not disappoint. I forget the name of the YouTuber that did that one. I did subscribe to it yesterday, so I can check on it right now. Hang on. So in case any of you are interested in the one I'm talking about, I'm just going to go ahead and put a link to their channel in the stream, so that you guys can see the one I'm talking about. There you go. That's the link to that person's channel if you want to listen to their piano versions of Genshin music. They're so good. Let's take Animo attack bonus. Well, I mean, war paint and unicorns. I mean, I think that's one of those things where like most people, like, it's like we kind of live in that weird world where like people just aren't like, I guess like they get confused like when they find girl gamers or something. So most people just assume that other gamers are male, but like in 2021 that's not just not the case anymore. So it's one of those things where like people do need to learn to be like receptive to that and understanding that like, hey, like not every gamer is a guy anymore. It's not just a hobby that, you know, guys are doing. Like everybody does it now. And even I myself, you know, have been guilty of, you know, just like saying like, hey, guys, or dude, or man, and stuff like I've even done it a few times tonight accidentally. So it's one of those things I do actively try not to do, but it's, you know, like I've been gaming a long time, so it's like one of those things that's, it's a hard habit to break, but I don't do it from a place of like, you know, malice or anything, for sure. Oh, come on. Those guys, like, for some reason, like, the medium-sized enemies, I can freeze them and knock them back, but the small ones, I can't do that to. It's weird. Okay, let's see if we can get these guys frozen here. Quality jungling, or jungly simp content? Yes, for sure. Asia, NA, or EU? I think I missed something on that one. Dude, what the heck? This piano is sick. Yeah, he has really great piano versions of the Genshin music. They're really, truly fantastic. Benedict Fargus as well. I'll put a link to his channel in as well. You guys should definitely subscribe to them too if you haven't already. Because they're both, you know, I think Benedict Fargus is very new. He's only started, you know, pretty recently, but he only has like, I don't know, like 1,000 something subscribers, like maybe like 1,050 or something. Like, you guys should blow up his channel. Just give him a whole bunch of subscribers. Like, just go ahead and give him like, you know, another 200 subscribers. Everybody in here just subscribe to his channel, because his stuff is really, really good too. And he gave me, you know, open permission to use any of his piano versions that I wish. And even told me that if I wanted specific ones, he would make them for me. For videos. Just all I needed to do was just let him know and just give him a little time to make them. So yeah, you guys should definitely subscribe to Benedict Fargus. Subscribe to both, but especially Benedict Fargus, because he's a really, really nice guy, and his versions are really great too. I'll get you guys a link to his channel after this round ends here really quick. You guys should definitely support some of these great music creators, because they will definitely be instrumental. Terrible pun. I'm so sorry. I should not have done that. Oops. Anyways, they will definitely be important in allowing me to continue to make like good content with like meaningful, emotional audio when it's necessary for theories and for lore. So I'm extremely grateful to both of those YouTubers for what it is that they do, but especially Benedict Fargus, because he's been giving me, you know, he's given me permission to use his music as I wish. Fatui's skirmishers emit particles of their element when they die, while agents and Sisson mages emit white orbs and particles. Yeah, that's true. Let's see, I'm going to try to find that link to Benedict Vargas really quick so you guys can go to his channel as well. Okay, here it is.
Feel the heartbeat of the world.
And here's a link to Benedict Vargas. Yeah, you guys should definitely subscribe to Benedict Vargas. Go to that link, check out his piano versions. They are amazing as well. They're both so good at what they do. But like I said, he's been allowing me to use his music for my videos, so it's a pretty big deal. And I'm really grateful to him for that as well. Support your Genshin content creators. These guys are working really hard too. Like I can't say, you know, enough about the quality of the music that they're putting together. I'm realizing we're on round what, 3 out of 6, and we haven't even put down all of our towers yet. That's funny. Let me go ahead and just throw down a couple extra towers over. Oh, hey, I'm not paying attention. Cool. Not let these guys get through here really quick. Got distracted or something. Alright. That'll handle that. And then let's put a hydro here, a pyro here, and an anemo here. That should help to deal some nice extra damage at the first portion of the bottleneck on this side. Come on, this guy. No. Stop it. No. 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 Ah, come on. No. Ah. Can't believe that that guy got through. Ugh. It's the worst. We just could not break his shield. Ugh. Oh, it's probably because we still have this, which we don't need anymore. I'm gonna replace this with an anemo, replace this with an electro. That'll help a lot. Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. Let's put a hydro here and a cryo here. And if we get a boost, we'll throw down an ordnance or something. Can't believe that thing got through. Oof. Isn't it weird that Mondstadt is an island, kind of? I mean, not really, if you think about kind of the way, like, Mondstadt was formed. You know, because it used to be, you know, like, more of a mountainous area, and then Venti brought in the warm monsoons, which melted the ice and raised the level of the ocean. So it kind of makes sense that, like, the water would fill in areas that they were probably already beginning to settle in, which would then, you know, kind of necessitate the building of a bridge to create the city in as the water levels continue to rise. That's kind of the way I imagined it based on the description that they gave us anyways. Which area in the game contains the best OST, in my opinion? Example, my favorite are the ones in Dragonspine. They're so pretty. Yeah, I agree. 110% Dragonspine. When Dragonspine came out, I was just immediately just absorbed into the world in Dragonspine. Like, those tracks are truly beautiful. They've done such a wonderful job with the orchestration and the way they've just built that music. It's so good. I don't want to slaughter humans, me who uses him to kill treasure hoarders in Fatui every day. Yeah, pretty much. So we have enough to put up an ordinance now. Kind of wondering about where to put. Forgot about the 12 thing already. Oof. Oh, I didn't realize you were going for the 12 thing. Oh, oof. Yeah, if I had known, I would not have thrown down any extra stuff. I'll just throw down that ordnance right there and just let them take some extra damage at the front side. Yeah, if I knew you were going for that, I wouldn't have built any extra towers. Did you? No, you didn't. All right, well, oof. Oh, wow, those guys got shredded. I was about to try to dash on them, swap to Jean, and knock them over, but didn't need to. They got shredded. I'll take it. At Tevat Historia, would you be open to DLC where we play the Evil Twins quest? I don't know, I just love my evil, bad karma genocide runs in games. Yeah, I would definitely be interested in even like a teleportal event or something where, you know, it gives us a you know, even if it's only like an hour long or something where, you know, we play through Lumine's story quest. I would love that, or Lumine or Aether's respective evil side story quest. Yeah, that would be amazing. Well, we don't even really know that they're evil. I don't really suspect evil is the correct word to describe what the opposite sibling is doing exactly, because like we don't really know what their true motivations are. I definitely have, you know, speculated pretty heavily in my Dainsleif theory what I believe her motivations are, and they definitely seem to make sense based on the evidence that we have, but we don't have any confirmation for sure of that at this time. Let's see. Yeah, definitely the Animo bonus one. That's always useful. You just use landmines. Yeah, they're definitely helpful, for sure. See how TH is just welcoming them? Aw, come on, Rev. I mean, I can't help it that I have a welcoming personality, except for when people come into my stream and jump off cliffs. Gon, you totally gonna break those Cryo Abyss Mage shields. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like, I just keep shooting at him for no reason. I don't know. No. Did you just jump off the cliff? Did that just happen? Did you just... Oh my god. You're just doing it intentionally. It's a little different, but, you know, because I 100% think Rev was actually trying to jump to the other side and just didn't make it. So it was one of those, like, horrible moments where, you know, it's just like, oh, I hope nobody saw that, but, you know, probably everybody saw it. And we'll never forget. We'll never forget. And never let him live it down. He's just over here, like, doing the suicide jump. Another one bites the dust. just baiting Rev by jumping off the cliff repeatedly. See, now Zuki's mocking you, Rev. He you know, they're doing it, you know, intentionally, so they can do it with style. It's like, you know, doing like a, you know, jumping into a pool or something, but, you know, instead of a pool, it's a cliff. Let's get these guys. I'm salty that one got away from us. That is no good. Can't believe that happened. After this round, I am going to step away from the stream for just a few minutes to go grab a drink and get out of my chair for a few minutes. It'll only be like 5 minutes or something, though. It won't be long. Kaya is suicidal. I mean, we don't know. Maybe. He's definitely interesting, to say the least. Electro Mechanicus get a 50% damage bonus with each attack. We have one of those. Yeah, let's take Fickle. Why not? C3 screaming. Yes. Both sides believe what they are doing, or believe in what they are doing. There are no bad guys, just perspective. Yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it too, Karma Apple, because, you know, the Tsaritsa is putting together an army for reasons unknown, but Child seems to very staunchly believe in the cause, and it would seem as if the Harbingers do as well. But we don't really know much about their motivations. Like, for instance, we don't really know a lot about, say, for instance, like, Signora's motivations or Scaramouche's motivations. But it seems like, you know, the Tsaritsa's goal is probably noble, just not necessarily her representation is noble. Yeah, we might as well replace the Hydro ones. Let's see. Maybe put down some Electros. Based on what we have coming. We'll see. I think we have a Hydro down there too. And there we go. Cool. What element vision do I think Dane will have? Or will he have a different power from everyone else like the Traveler? I suspect he'll have a different power like the Traveler. We did, you know, see the entire character recently in the Dainsleif quest, and we didn't see any kind of vision on him, nor any indication, or even like a strong, like, color indicator of what element he might be. I mean, he's like black and blue, so he could be, you know, like a hydro type character or something, but he could be, you know, like the Traveler, where he has a nondescript element. But wouldn't it be really cool if Dainsleif works like the Traveler too, where he can come and, like, because he's an Outlander, he's a Traveler, he can interact with the statues of the Seven and absorb the powers as well. So, you know, if you roll on Dainsleif, you effectively get a character that is every element in the game. Of course, that creates a lot more development requirements for the devs, you know, and for the creators of the game, because every time a new region comes out, they have to create a new element for the character in addition to Aether and Lumine. But that would be so cool if Dainsleif showed up and, you know, is able to absorb all the elements as well. But I kind of suspect that isn't the way they would go. Like, if indeed Dainsleif and the Sustainer are both heirs from the same world. You know, the Sustainer didn't use any kind of recognizable elemental ability, so I would kind of assume that Danes wouldn't either, and he would just have a power that's unique to his, you know, to his own being. So we'll kind of have to see how that plays out. You think the Gnosis have something to do with Paimon in some way? Just a thought I had. Catherine, you know, I don't. Not right now, anyways. Like, she seems to be, like, Paimon as a character seems kind of clueless as to what the deal is with the Gnosis too. Like, she was kind of learning about the Gnosis right along with all of us, you know, as Zhongli and Venti lost their Gnosis. I guess Zhongli gave his away, but Venti had his taken from him, and, you know, Paimon was kind of learning about that process as well. So right now I don't have any reason to suspect that, but maybe. Ren, you know, you left a theory comment on the Tsaritsa's motivation in my last video. You know, I think I did read that, now that I think on it. It gets, especially with my theory videos, they get so many. Oh, nice, we've already gotten the, we just got the weapon notification for the upcoming stuff. I'm looking forward to, you know, looking at the stats on this new spear, because I might roll for it, but we'll see. Especially since I'm kind of planning to roll for characters in the future here. All right, yeah, those were good runs. I appreciate the runs there, Zuki. Good job. I'm gonna go ahead. Still lurking on the stream. Have fun. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Good stuff. Let me go ahead and leave the team. I am gonna take about a 5-minute break to go grab a drink and stand up for a minute here. So I will be right back, guys.
You can just feel the history all around us. Isn't it?
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
So I leave the stream for 5 minutes and I come back and it's all Pimon. I see how it is, guys. I see how it is. That's not okay. You guys are the worst. Terrible. Just awful. You know what? I should just put in like subliminal try your hand at Theater Mechanicus like audio in every one of my videos from here until like the next year. You guys, like, it'll be like somehow subliminal. You won't even notice that you heard it. It'll be really passive at like 1 decibel or something really low. And you'll just have it in your head after every video, or like you'll be walking around later in the day, like 6 months from now, like, come try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. And you'll be like, why the hell is that in my head? Because it's been installed into your brain subliminally. Be ready. It's coming. I leave for 1 minute and the chat has devolved into, yeah, Pimon. Lots and lots of Pimon. I see how it is. Nary, no, we didn't mean it. Yeah, exactly. Do it, TH. I mean, I might have to. You leave me no choice. Reap the actions you sow. Something like that. Imitate it again, Tevat. Say the Theater Mechanicus bit. I mean, like, I wasn't really trying to properly imitate it. I was just like Try your hand at Theater Mechanicus or something like that. Just like a totally like salesman voice or something goofy like that. Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus. Just like, I can't really, you know, obviously do a great representation of that because her voice is very high and mine is not, but, you know. Imagine Paimon is the true form of all gods, and when we get to Celestia, we just get swarmed with different elemental and color-schemed Paimons. What would your reaction be like? That would be ridiculous, for sure. Come try your hand at Theater David Zamora. Sustainer of heavenly Paimons. Absolutely. All must one day reap what they sow. Yeah, something like that, for sure. You wish I were a voice actor, Tevat? Oh my god. I mean, that would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. That would actually be great. Like, I don't want to say like I'm one of those guys who like, you know, does like a ton of impersonations, but I've been known like in my life to be good at a couple, you know, like I've got a few good ones in the bank and stuff, but like I think that would be a really, really fun like career field to be in. Like that's one of those things where like in my life, like I've always thought like that would be really cool. Like I don't know how people even get into that field, but it's definitely a like it's got to be really cool. It's got to be a fun career field and probably so fulfilling, right? Like you're getting to be the voice of a character that, you know, may or may not resonate with people in, you know, potentially meaningful ways. Like you're, you know, sometimes these characters can be developed and, you know, become so meaningful to people and become, you know, sometimes, you know, simple things like entertainment, like, you know, can change a person's life. You know, it can cause them to reflect on their own life or you know, give them strength in ways that they you know, at a time when they need it, that kind of thing. And sometimes you can be the voice that brings that to people, and that's really cool. Have mercy, Tevat. No, I wonder who started Pimon. I mean, technically I started Pimon, let's be real here, but it was completely accidental because I somehow just could not talk a few weeks ago and it came out really goofy. At Tevat Historia, Paimon equals baby traveler species, MC equals adolescent traveler species, Danes equals adult traveler species, and I'm sticking to it till debunked. I mean, my one and only thing that would suggest that that's not how it works, Zero, is just the fact that Paimon has the same designs that Celestia's towers are built on, on her legs, and she has the Mora symbol on her chest, which to me makes me think that she is of Tevat, if nothing else, that she's not some kind of a traveler, that she's actually from this world. So that's one of the things that, like, that to me would be the one thing that would suggest that no, that she is, you know, terrestrially originated from Tevat, I think is the right word. I don't know, maybe not. TH becomes an epic voice actor in Genshin Impact. Oh man, that would be great. I'm not gonna sit here and say that wouldn't be cool. I would love to have an opportunity to do something like that. It would be amazing. I don't really know anything about like actually voice acting or anything. Like, you know, doing what I am doing for the channel is teaching me a lot about like trying to project my voice to convey emotion. And I think, you know, compared to when I started the channel 8 months ago, I think I've gotten much better at it. But it's something that, you know, I have to do many takes to try to get a little better at it and all that. And I'm sure a lot of professional voice actors have probably gone to, you know, school or taken classes for that sort of thing. I've never done that, so you know, I don't pretend to be like knowledgeable in regard to that. I just try to make do with like what I have right now and try to, you know, go from there. Do a Bennett impression. Definitely can't. The owl, where did that come from? Bennett let me listen to it first. Like, I doubt I'll be able to do anything even remotely close to that, but let me go to the character because I haven't heard him in a little while anyways.
Ow! Where did that come from?
Yeah, there's no way I could replicate that. His voice is relatively high. Ow! This is terrible. No, that is not happening. No way. There's no way. Where did that come from? No, it's just whiny. It's just whiny. It would definitely take me... It would take me a while of like, that's very particular. His voice is very unique, really. It's got that kind of like, I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's got like a kind of like a, almost like a low aspect to it behind the upper side, which is so, ow, yeah, it's terrible, just awful. Every bit of the dying cat for sure. Bennett's English voice actor is a woman. Yeah, that's true as well, which is probably why I would not be able to get anywhere close to reproducing that voice, because I cannot reach those octaves for sure. Ain't gonna happen. A lady does his voice. I didn't even know until recently. Yeah, there's what is it? Xiao is also voiced by a female voice actor as well on the English version. Who it's kind of hard to notice, really. Like, unless you're really listening for it, you would never notice it. But it's definitely one of those things. Simulation 115, thanks, I appreciate it. For the great content, also, what is the possibility for there to be a sleeper, double agent plot twist in the story when related to the main cast? Huh. A double agent in the story when related to the main cast. I mean, outside of, like, the obvious ones, like Kaya, I don't know who, like, and I honestly, like, it wouldn't even be a surprise if Kaya, you know, turned. Like, everybody would be like, yeah, well, obviously. But like, who else would be capable of something like that just based on what we've seen? It makes you think that it would have to be one of those characters that where it would be a complete 180 from their personality type as we currently know it. So, like, to me, I would say like Xingqiu would be an interesting one, where if they were a double agent, because, you know, he has that whole Guha clan thing where, like, chivalry is so important and all that stuff, and he built up his personality type to be this. But what if it's a facade, right? What if he's not that? That would be, I think that would be the interesting one. Yeah, for sure. Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing, really? Yeah, Bennett and Xingqiu are the same voice actor. I didn't know that until just now, but yeah, they're the same voice actor. Huh, interesting. Zhongli, Paris. I mean, I could probably get a little closer to his, but it probably still wouldn't be good. It would take me a while to actually really put together a good impersonation of any of these characters. It really would. Like, probably would be terrible. Just terrible. Osmanthus wine. It's not good. I gotta get, like, much deeper for that, because his voice is, it's so low. And I'd have to, like, let me go to his profile here really quick and see if I can, like, configure here. I gotta listen to him a little bit.
New contract. Okay. I'm still on leave, but I can accompany you for a while. What name should I use on the contract?
Yeah, his voice is so deep. It's got, like, he's got a lot of grit behind his voice too.
By Zhongli. And you, traveler, what name will you be signing on this contract?
Interesting. It's so deep. It has so much grit in it.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. I will have order. I can't really do it. I really can't. Like, I'd have to sit around and, like, practice it over and over again. It's so deep. His voice is so deep. And honestly, like, I feel like for me, like, it's much easier for me, like, even though I feel like my voice is kind of, like, naturally, like, in the, like, the lower side of a medium, it's easier for me to go up than it is to go down, which is kind of weird. So, like, I'm actually, like, I think on a personal level, like, better at, like, imitating a character like Albedo than I am at imitating a character like Zhongli. So that's kind of one of those situations, I think, because, like, Zhongli's voice, his voice is so distinct and it's so low. It really is. But for Albedo, he's I don't want to say monotone, but he's not monotone, right? He kind of has, like, this kind of, like, steady flowing way of talking, and it's so like very specific, and like it's probably because he's a a homunculus or something. He's not a real person, but that's probably why he talks that way.
How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery? So it's like I can hit his range, I think, on a personal level, and you guys can feel free to tell me I'm just dead wrong, but I think I hit his range a little bit easier than I do a character like Zhong Li's.
This world. What could it be?
The truth of this world. What could it be? Yeah, I definitely think I hit his voice. Like, I watched a video on YouTube like a long time ago when Albedo first came out of the voice actor for Albedo talking to the voice actor, like talking to his own character, and he's like, "Hello, Albedo. How are you doing, Albedo? I'm doing quite well, Albedo. How are you, Albedo?" It's just like, after about 30 seconds of it, it gets a little old, but it was still hilarious to listen to the voice actor of Albedo talk to his own character, and it's funny. So, yeah. And of course, if I actually did sit around and like heavily practice some of the voices, like I would consider even working that into like theories or something like that. But I don't. I think Albedo would be the only one right now, at least, that I think I would venture an attempt of actually like doing for a video and then launching it and being okay with that. I think all the other ones I'd have to really practice much harder on, especially for like Zhong Li, like, because I have such a hard time getting my voice into like a lower octave. Like when I do my lore videos, or not my lore videos, but my my theory videos specifically, it's a little bit easier for me to hit that like low voice, like emotional like range that I'm trying to create for those videos, because I can look at the script that I've written, and generally when I'm writing a script, I'm also listening to various soundtracks from the game to see what songs I want to pair with it, and it allows me to also write in the mood that I'm trying to set. So like I've already spent hours upon hours upon hours trying to figure out what range I want to read it back in for the video. So that's kind of like how my method works. So it allows me to kind of get into like this deep place where I deliver the lines kind of in this place, and then try to add some kind of mysterious inflections on it, or like those like historical or ancient discussions, or something you would hear on like the History Channel or something like that, where you almost have to expect me to start talking about like, oh, aliens arrived or something like that, just like totally deep stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, oh god, everybody's doing all this goofy ara stuff. Albedo's voice actor is funny. Yeah, I mean, when I saw that video, I definitely thought so too. Also, Aether's voice actor has done some interesting videos that I enjoyed. That guy, the voice actor for Aether, his voice is remarkably, he has crazy range. He can go from, the voice of Aether, which is quite high, to like, he sounds like Parthenax from Skyrim, which is very low, like voices that are like way down. Like he can drop several octaves. It's surprisingly, it's really impressive how low he can make his voice. I've never really, like I said, like I've never sat around and just practiced trying to do voices and stuff, so it's not anything that like I've actually strived to achieve up until, only recently have I started working with, my voice in general. I mean, I do use my voice for a living, also, but it's obvious it's not, I don't do voice acting for a living or anything like that, but like I do have to talk a lot for the career field that I'm in. So, it's also very important that I talk professionally in that career field and have to sound confident and that kind of thing. So it's just something that kind of came relatively naturally to me, I guess, in that regard. I force my voice lower in octaves all the time. I have a really large voice range. Oh, that's cool, Andy. Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm kind of like, I don't really know what my own range is, just because there's certain octaves that I've really not attempted to reach, or voices or that kind of thing that I've not attempted to do. But in time, it may be something that I mess more with, but we'll see. Albedo in art, big, strong, dog Albedo design in game. Fat wimp dog. I don't know. I like Albedo's design. I think his voice is actually really, really nice. I think that the voice actor for Albedo did a good job at bringing a voice to a character that's supposed to seem human, but might not be, right? Because there's a lot of little things that would seem to suggest that he doesn't appear to be human. One, he has a much like stronger connection to alchemy than any other character in Tevat. And he's young. Like, he's said to be around the same age as Sucrose. Now, we don't know what level or what age Sucrose actually is, but he's said to be around the same age as Sucrose. And like he's very proficient at alchemy, but he also has some interesting designs on him. And one of the ones that I think is most telling is the one that's right here on the back of his coat. If you look at this little 4-pointed design, well, there's one other place we've seen that same design, which is on Aether and Lumine's little vision icon at the top. It's like the same. It's the same 4-pointed star with like a oval at the bottom and circles on the left and right. It's kind of like very similar to what he has there, and it even opens the same way. Like, I don't really think that that's coincidental. It really makes me wonder about like this whole like travelers from another world type situation, where like this is like maybe like a supposed shape of like that, you know, manifests itself weirdly for travelers when they come to Tevat. And if Albedo actually is a homunculus, is it possible that you know, his master, you know, Rheindotter, who probably did create him, even though it says in his lore Rheindotter is not his birth mother, but his earliest memories are adventuring with Rheindotter in domains and stuff. So that to me suggests like I think it says his first memories. So like that suggested like he was already old enough to do that at the time he was created. So he was probably brought into existence already, you know, in this state. So he may have just always been like this. He may not even age. And, you know, like that would be consistent with like homunculi in like Full Metal Alchemist and some other series and stuff like that, where like they don't appear to age. He doesn't seem like he breathes either. But yeah, there are indications that he eats, but whether or not he requires eating is another matter. Aether can go from Klee to literally Zhongli. Yeah, something like that. He's got a really, really wide vocal range. His voice is super impressive to me, for sure. Voice actor of Aether is also voice actor for Mountain Shaper. Yeah, actually, I think that's a voice that we've heard him actually do in some of the streams. Like, he'll go from talking as Aether to straight to Mountain Shaper, and you're like, whoa, that is his vocal range is crazy. Tevat Astoria, stand on a Lego and think about a toxic boss at work, and I think you can pull off a half-decent Xiao. Yeah, I think that's a great analogy for how to talk like Xiao, right? Like, because he sounds like he's in pain.
Knife at your throat. If monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name, Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call.
I'm not going to attempt that without practice. I'm just going to embarrass myself. But yeah, I think I would probably need to be standing on a Lego in order to get in the right place. His design is good, but he's small. Yeah, he is small. That's true. Oh, shoot, didn't realize about the signs. Yeah, that's definitely one of the more interesting things that I've noticed first. Or when I noticed it first, rather, I should say that, like, why is that similar? That's so interesting. So the point I was trying to make is that what if, and I totally like dropped it because I tangented off into other aspects of it, but what I was trying to say is, what if his master was attempting to create an artificial traveler, and that's what Albedo is? Albedo keeps talking about in the Albedo story that he sees a lot of similarities between himself and the traveler. And then he kind of makes it seem like, it almost seems like he changes the subject by saying like, oh, we're the same because we're both lonely individuals or something like that. Like, he's like, we're both lonely individuals. And it's like, Is that what you really meant, though? I don't think that's what you really meant. I think he might. I think in his own story it even says that he learned the nature of his meaning, or he learned the meaning of his own existence, which I believe it is, like to mean that he knows that he's an artificial human or something. But they have not yet revealed to us if that is in fact the case yet. So we'll see. Diluc must be more similar to my natural range. I mean, maybe, but his voice is also extremely distinct, I think, when you really think about kind of the way it really works as well.
Diluc of Mondstadt. Not interested in idle chit-chat. If you have things you want to get done, let me know.
I like the way he says not
Diluc
interested.
of Mondstadt. Not interested in idle chit-chat.
Not interested in idle chit-chat. Yeah, I mean, it's he kind of like his persona he reminds me so much of like Cloud. He just goes straight to the not interested. Like he's just not like Cloud at the beginning of Final Fantasy VII is just so not interested in talking or even trying to talk to other people or be social at all.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. I would need a little practice, I think, with that. I think I could actually hit his range relatively easily. Because, yeah, I do think it's closer to my natural range. I think you're right about that.
How about you take a rest while I go back?
How about you take a rest while I go back? Yeah, you're right. I do think it's closer to my range. I don't think it's good, but I think it's closer to my natural range. I think you're right about that. I'm very glad that Genshin has a channel similar to Nobble. I don't know who Nobble is, but that's great. I'm glad you're I'm glad you enjoy it. Albedo is secretly looking for a boyfriend. Oh, who knows? What if Dainsleif is Albedo's master? Well, we know that Albedo's master is female. Rhine daughter is female, so that should not be the case unless Dainsleif is some sort of like shapeshifter or something, which they've not indicated to. Well, there actually, I think there maybe has been like the Adepti. Some of the Adepti could change shape. I don't know. Who knows? Wait, Xiao is voiced by female voice actor? Never would have guessed. Yeah, it's hard. Like I said earlier, it's hard to notice unless you're really listening for it. Most of the time, you can't really pull it out. But sometimes you can. So it just depends on like some of the words, I think. What would my reaction be if my lots of Paimon theory comes true and the Paimon gang eats the Traveler and they defeat the Sustainer and the True God? That would be that would certainly be going the other way. I think outrage would be that would be my reaction generally, is outrage for sure. I mean, I don't like the English voice actor for Xiao. It adds a different feeling to it, but I do prefer Japanese or CN voice just a bit more. I could see why you would say that, Catherine. I mean, so I don't have a problem with Xiao's voice actor at all. However, the one thing that does kind of like, I'm going to say makes me a little salty about the voice actor for Xiao is, if I'm not wrong, and you guys can feel free to correct me at if I am wrong here, but I was told, and I forget where I read it or heard it, but Xiao's actor on the Japanese version is the same guy who did the voice acting for Kirito in Sword Art Online, and he has a very like a great like Japanese voice, and like a very distinct voice, and like he has a great way of like expressing emotion in that series, because that series has become progressively more dramatic as it has progressed. And so like for us to not have like I was kind of hoping that like they would just have like Bryce Papenbrook or whatever, he like Kirito's English voice actor also come in and do it for Xiao, because it would have been like just this like great parallel thing, because he also has this good ability to portray like deep emotion and like a sorrowful, painful character. I think that would have been great, but is what it is. Like I said, I don't have any problem with the voice that he does have. I think it still fits him. He always sounds like he's in pain, which I'm sure was an intentional choice for the character, obviously, because he deals with those karmic binds and all the deeper lore implications of, all the killing that he's had to do throughout his life. Who's stronger in the story, Zhongli or Diluc? Oh, definitely Zhongli. I don't think there's really any comparison there at all. This game reminds me of Mabagoni. Mabinago. I don't even know how to say that. Mabinon. I can't say that. Yeah, I think I said it right the first time. Mabinogi, maybe. That name sounds familiar to me when I'm reading it, but I'm not positive now that I'm looking at it for sure. I can't seem to lock in on why. It makes me like, I think there was a game that was called that I think, or a game that had a similar name or something to it that actually became Vindictus in English or something, but that game's pretty old now. If I remember correctly, Dane was from a world with a god of time. Perhaps he is that god of time or has power over time or something to do with alchemy. When do you think he'll be playable? Well, if you'd asked me that question 6 months ago as to when I thought Dane might be playable, I'd have said, maybe 2 or 3 years. But now that he's actually shown up in the story already, I wouldn't be surprised if it's within, the next 12 months sometime. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope and dream that happens, because I really want Dainsliff to be a playable character sooner rather than later. That would be amazing. So, time will tell, I guess. I kind of think Xiao's English voice actor is kind of on the aggressive side. I definitely think that they took a aggressive approach to how they deliver the lines for sure. But I think it's because, they were going for this very war-torn character concept, which makes sense to me. Given his long-term history within Tevat, it makes sense to me. Like I said, I don't have any problem. Honest to goodness, I think that they've done well choosing the voice actors in this game, and I think that they've actually done quite a nice job. I don't mind any language. It's just I understand English, so I choose that. Yeah, that makes sense too. And for me, that's the main reason why I go to English as well. I don't speak any other languages. A lot of people here in the U.S., English is the main language here, so most of us don't speak other languages. A lot of us are sometimes taught Spanish in high school, but languages are one of those things where if you don't use it, oftentimes you'll lose it. And so if you don't have a lot of exposure to Spanish speaking people, you're probably not going to hold on to it. So, a lot of us don't speak multiple languages, even if we did learn them in high school. Speaking of voice actors, I saw a video where the head of English VA explained that the original Barbara voice being used was actually an error, and they used the wrong set of voice lines. Really? Huh. If that's true, that's really interesting. That's crazy. Who would win in a duel, Venti or Xiao? I'd have to go with Venti. I really would. I think it would be hard for Xiao to do anything to Venti while he's stuck in the air in a giant bubble or being blown away by, incredibly powerful winds or something. Can't poke him with a spear if you can't get to him. So I gave my Xiao a maxed out 1-star spear. Did it for the meme. Not bad with the right artifacts. That's one way to go for sure. If it were during the Archon times, then Venti definitely win. Now Xiao all the way. I don't know. I still feel like, Venti's current canonical powers, it seems as if he is still very capable of, doing his, enacting his Archon powers in a way, which makes me wonder if bestowing the powers of the Archon is not necessarily the Gnosis's purpose, or I kind of think that maybe they have a different purpose that we don't really know. Venti was weak because he was asleep for 500 years or so. Yeah, that was another one of the things, is that he was asleep for a long time, so he lost a lot of his power, but they regain that power the longer they stay in Tevat. Now, he doesn't have his Gnosis anymore, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not capable of, being powerful. And we do know that he, what's his name? What's the character's name now? I can't think of his name. The adventurer, Stanley, when he was really bad and feeling bad on himself, Venti had that bonding moment with him because they have a similar history. You know, they've gone through a similar situation. And let me stop squeezing this water bottle because that's probably super annoying. I'm sorry. But yeah, they went through a similar situation, so he kind of like appeared to him as Barbados. And so, you know, at that time, Venti canonically should have already been missing his gnosis. So I thought that was really telling for their capabilities. Ganyu's voice in English and Japanese are just amazing in every way. Yeah, I actually really, really like Ganyu's English voice actor. She did a great job, too. A lot of personality in that character, for sure. Andy is also like, you were required to take a language in high school, so you took German. Interesting. Maybe Albedo's master could be Bal. He Archon of Inazuma. She could have sent Albedo to Dragonspine to explore more of the outside world, being that Inazuma is closed off from the rest of Tevat. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like... I really do. I feel strongly that Albedo's master is going to be their own person, not one of the Archons, but still somebody of remarkable importance to Tevat when they do surface again. Because, like, his master's not dead. They just disappeared. And we don't really know for what purpose. They found an artifact, and then she gave Albedo a mission and then just, you know, with a letter even. She didn't even stick around and say goodbye and, you know, in person. She just gave him a mission and then disappeared. So there's, you know, a bigger story coming there. Venti may be the weakest Archon, but we don't know the strength gap between someone with a vision and someone with a gnosis. Also true. Yeah, Venti doesn't have his gnosis and it isn't the source of his power. Well, we don't know if a gnosis actually serves as a focal point for power or not. Or if it's just, you know, some kind of status indicator of some kind. We have to assume that it at the very least marks them for something. But we really don't know exactly how that will work. Noel is the next Geo Archon. I have no basis for this. I just love my armored maid. Okay. I definitely, like, being, like, full disclosure, if I were to pick any character in this game that's going to end up the next Geo Archon, I think without a doubt it's Ningguang. Like, she was already portrayed as incredibly powerful in the story in 1.1, and she cares deeply about Liyue and, you know, like, contracts and all of the same kind of things that Rex Lapis stood for. So I think she would be a great spiritual successor to the Geo Archon, and I fully expect that's where her character is going. Just like I wouldn't be surprised if each of the current Archons are losing their gnosis, and, you know, like, as they lose their gnosis, another one, you know, replacement Archons will be chosen. But I think it will also, like, it could also be a situation where, like, these replacement Archons could be chosen by individuals from Celestia so that they can kind of attempt to reassert their dominance over those in the lands of Tevat below them. At which point they could like, maybe the Gnosis are intended to allow them to control those Archons. We just don't know. And if they are, you know, those respective Archons, Zhongli and Venti, for instance, now would not be susceptible to that anymore. So they would be free to use their powers against Celestia if Celestia attempted to attack the world, as opposed to them attacking their own people as a result of Celestia's control over them. This is completely speculatory, of course, but this is kind of like the way my headcanon works for the purpose of the Gnosis right now. I'm just not sure at this time yet. I probably missed your question, but it's because you briefly mentioned Full Metal Alchemist earlier. Who would win a fight, Zhongli with his Gnosis or Wrath without his eye patch? Interesting. That's I don't know. I really, like, you gotta say probably still Zhongli, right? Because he has, you know, these incredible like abilities to where like even Asile wasn't even a problem for him, you know, in the ages 3,000 years ago. He just like straight buried it under a giant like rock spear in the ocean. Like, I feel like, you know, if you're gonna make like that comparison against, you know, Führer Bradley, that character's not gonna get anywhere near him. I think that these are very different, you know, skill sets, that kind of thing. I think the ultimate eye is not going to stand a chance against a character like Zhongli, I don't think. They're another use of gnosis that will be a big part on the end game. Yeah, I mean, of course there's some very interesting, you know, things if you were to think about like the purpose of like why did they choose the gnosis to be chess pieces and stuff. There could be some larger implications there just based on like the mechanics of chess. But whether or not, you know, they're going to actually go forward with that is another matter. Because they could have, you know, they could ultimately have just chosen chess pieces arbitrarily based on the amount of rolls that they had or something like that. But I don't think that will be the case, because it seems like they don't really choose anything arbitrarily in this game. It seems like lots of the long-term aspects of this game have been very intentionally chosen to weave deeper story elements for later. Have I watched videos where Genshin cast reenacts anime scenes of my favorite of those is the one which Aether and Ganyu reenact the scene when Edward goes through the gate to see Alphonse. I actually have seen that. That was great. That was a good one. It's like, I'll come back for you. Oh god, that's such an emotional scene. Like, just like thinking about that scene realistically from FMA. And I'm not gonna lie, like 10 out of 10 when I watched that scene, it still put me in that same emotional place. Like, Aether's coming back for Ganyu to get her later because he missed her during the banner. But yeah, it's that was a great moment in the show, but it was also a funny meme that was redone for that moment. But it's good stuff. Jean would be awesome as the next Animo Archon, and I agree with that. And this is a, you know, part of that same thought that I was saying earlier. I suspect that Jean, you know, if they are going to have new Archons assigned, I suspect Jean would be the one to take that role, because she currently is the one person, I think, in Mondstadt, other than Venti, who is actively working to protect the freedom of all those in Mondstadt and is also Animo in nature. So I think that that would also, you know, be an important aspect to that, because one could also argue that, you know, Diluc also very diligently serves the people of Mondstadt to ensure their freedoms as well, but he is also not an Animo vision holder, so that would kind of knock him out of contention for that. Zhongli and Venti had power before gaining their Gnosis. Imagine the Gnosis just supplements the power they already had. And that's, Pocket Alex, that's actually kind of the way I actually do think about it, is that they already had power beforehand, so to me, like, the Gnosis may actually be some kind of like a focusing ability to make them, you know, maybe more powerful, or maybe it's just what gives them the ability to give visions to people. And that's one of the other things, like, you know, if the Tsaritsa is collecting everybody's Gnosis, she's possibly taking their ability to, you know, issue visions to those in Teyvat. And what if that's the reason why the Vision Hunt Decree is being enacted in Inazuma? What if that's the reason why nobody has gotten an Electrovision over the past year in Teyvat? What if the Tsaritsa already took Bal's, I'm not sure how to say, I think it's Bal, took her Gnosis already, and that's why. And now, like, maybe the Tsaritsa told her why, and not only did she so strongly agree with the purpose of it, but so, like, she you know, agreed with the purpose, but so strongly agreed with it that she's working actively to take the visions that she gave to everybody, fearing that her people could be in danger of something. That's kind of what I think is actually happening there. Of course, this is, you know, my headcanon that's speculatory, and it's kind of something that I may be working on a future theory for, possibly, if I can get it, you know, organized into something that I'm happy with before we get Inazuma. That would be obviously an important part, but we'll see. So this whole conversation about voice acting and all this lore stuff kind of got me distracted from the whole Theater Mechanicus thing, but that's fine. Like we did enough runs for the night anyways. We got it all farmed out and we had a good time with that. Maybe he has to give up his pyro vision to become an Animo Archon. Yeah, maybe that could also be a possibility. But I still think I think it should be Jean. Honestly, if anybody were to take that spot, it should be Jean. If we're being real, but we still don't know if like the intent. I strongly think that the intent of the Gnosis is actually, not good. I think that the intent of the Gnosis is actually to undermine the freedoms of the people of Tevat, not to actually serve them. So I think the Archons aren't aware of that, though. Tevat has chat lag, probably. Yeah, I mean, I frequently do have some kind of chat lag on here, really. Let's see here. I have a second window. Let me see if they're different here. Because I do have two different chat windows. This one's trying to catch up right now. It's crazy looking. Huh. That one seems like it's way behind. And then the one I'm reading on here is very different. I had this mini theory thought that I said in Discord server. I had the thought from reading description of teleport waypoints based on the theory that the twins were separated in time. Maybe the sibling built the teleport waypoints in the past using some materials, magic, power, knowledge from another world that only the travelers understand, so only the protagonist's sibling can use them. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting thought. We haven't had any indication that would indicate to us at this time, however, that the traveler recognizes them for that purpose or anything. And I do think that there's I think there was like a canonical statement in the game somewhere that said that vision users are capable of using the teleport points, but regular people are not, I think is how that works. But I'd have to look for it, and I don't remember where I saw that. Also, do you think there's a chance that Baiju is the Dendro Archon? Zhongli said he's never heard of him, and he knows everything about Liyue. Also, Baiju randomly disappears from Liyue, maybe to Sumeru. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. I think that could be really, really interesting, and that also would give us a good reason for him not having shown up as a playable character at this time. That could be really, really interesting. For sure, he also, has a talking snake. So, who knows? Maybe. So I am going to wrap up the stream here in about 5 minutes. So if you guys had any questions that you hadn't gotten out yet, now would be the time to do that. No, actually, now that I'm looking at it, like I'm looking at the chat on both Streamlabs and on YouTube itself, and the one that's actually on screen on my Streamlabs projection, and they all seem to be in the same spot. So I don't think there's any lag actually. And Kick the Sock, you asked if there is chat lag. Why not stream on Twitch? The only reason I haven't started streaming on Twitch is just because I haven't activated or gone through all the hassle to like build up everything on that platform. So I actually need to start setting it up, and it's just going to take a little while for me to get into all of that. And I'm constantly working on so many things at one time, and I work full time, so I haven't had time to really try to get myself established over there so that I can try to do that without what's the word? I'm trying to do it in a seamless nature. Like I wouldn't stop streaming on YouTube, obviously. I would just do both simultaneously. That would be the more ideal way for me to go about handling that. But I haven't really had the time to mess with it because I'm always working on other stuff. And I'm also trying to work on kind of like the preliminary stages of setting up my channel memberships. And I'll probably, at the same time, I'll probably get like Patreon stuff going at the same time. And then I'll also probably around that same time, I'll probably try to get Twitch stuff going on over there as well. But I have to get myself into a place where I'm actually ahead in terms of my content creation, which is really difficult to me because I'm kind of a little bit of a perfectionist. It's hard for me to like be like, okay, this is ready now, this is good, this is ready now, this is good. It always takes me forever to go through everything. So yeah, it takes me a lot of time to get through that. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to be shutting this thing down in about 3 minutes. So let me get back into other questions here. If I had to guess which enemies we are killing, I'm bloodthirsty, so my headcanon is all of them, but the death animations give mixed signals. If I had to guess which enemies are we killing, you mean like which enemies actually die when we kill them and which ones like disappear or something and like respawn somewhere else or something? Is that what you mean? I don't know. Like if that's what you actually meant with that question, I'm thinking like the Hilichurls maybe. But like all of the human ones, they're not maybe actually dying. That's what I would have to guess with regard to that. If Mondstadt means Moon City, maybe that's why the abyss is full of stars and a giant moon, the false sky too. So yeah, Mondstadt does mean Moon City. I definitely think that it has... So like, here's one of the other things. Like, so this is one of the things that does make me think that Kenria might be the Spiral Abyss, or, you know, the Spiral Abyss is former Kenria, but, you know, Kaya is from Kenria, and his vision looks like a Mondstadt vision, but it's missing two little prongs on it, so it's slightly different. And the visions are said to be indestructible, so like he shouldn't have been able to cut them off or alter it in any meaningful way. So why is it different? So this is one of those things where like it gives legitimacy to this idea that like the Moon City may have something to do with the Abyss. I also don't think that it's a coincidence that Mondstadt is so close to the largest collection of ruins of the ancients in Tevat that we've seen thus far. In fact, even the ruins of the ancient civilization that are on the south side of the map, south of Dragonspine, are still they're you know, centralized closer to Mondstadt, not farther, right? They're on basically the border of Mondstadt and Liyue. They're not deep in Liyue. I mean, there are the domains, which are still ancients, but it, you know, it's kind of different. They're not like large civilizations. They're just the domains. It's a little bit different, I think. Honey, don't worry. I definitely won't be like stopping to like, I won't stop streaming on YouTube. Like that's not going to happen. Like if I were to go to Twitch, I would just stream simultaneously. It wouldn't be, you know, one or the other. I definitely would not even like, I would never dream of like forsaking like the people who follow me on YouTube and stuff, like for sure not. Like this is where I started, this is where I intend to put the bulk of my focus, and I will continue to do so. Mondstadt is actually the city of the moon, of you actually thinking, yeah, pretty much. Off topic, who's my favorite character? Mona, for sure, Mona. So I've actually answered this question kind of asked in different ways a bunch of different times. But yeah, it's definitely Mona. I have a long-standing history, as I've said, playing Hydro Mages. And so she immediately resonated with me, but it also helped that like she had like this like whole like blue purple scheme, because blue and purple are my favorite colors. She also has stars all over, which is something that I usually put on characters that I create in MMOs if I have the option to do so. Like I've made characters that kind of have like her aesthetic for a long time in other games, so like it's, yeah, definitely Mona for a lot of reasons. I also think that she's actually like a really strong character, like in mind, in power. So like she's just a really well written character. I think I'm yeah, I can't say enough about why I like that character. Who do I think is going to canonically die? Because MiHoYo does kill characters. I've said this quite a few times. I think there's two characters that are on the high side of being likely to die. And it would be Venti or Diluc. I think they're the two most likely characters to die in the story at some point currently. Those, I think, would be some of the more impactful characters, because these are characters who have given a lot for Mondstadt, and it would definitely be impactful if they died. I'm not saying I want it to happen, but I'm saying, like, from a story point, if they died, it would definitely be impactful. All right, I'm going to do one more before I get out of here for the evening. Let's see. let's see. Does vision come from a specific archon or the archon of which region they are living? So we don't really know. So this is something I've actually discussed quite a few times as well. But I kind of think, based on a few different descriptions we've seen around, that they may come from like both archons, possibly. So like if a say for instance you're going to get a pyro vision and you're in Mondstadt, then the pyro archon would have to generate the actual elemental portion of the vision, and then it would be bestowed to the individual by the respective archon of the region that they've gained it in, which was why like everybody in Mondstadt would have a Mondstadt frame regardless of what element they have. Now, this is solely, my thought process behind that is solely based on an unreliable source, which is Klee's lore, which says that she got her pyro vision from the Animo Archon. She's a child. We don't know for sure whether or not that is a trustworthy statement, but it is written. Whether or not that turns out to be true in the long run, we don't know, though. So we'll see. I kind of hope that that ends up being the way that it works, but we'll see. Anyways, so I do have to get out of here for the evening, but thank you everybody for coming to the stream tonight. Like always, I really do appreciate it. I will be doing another stream, obviously on Wednesday. That's my usual midweek stream time. That one will be Climbing the Spiral Abyss. That is my current plan for that stream next week on Wednesday. I am currently working on a new lore video. It's not a theory video, it's a lore video. I've actually got a series, like 6 lore videos that I'm working on, but only one at a time. I'm hoping to have this next one out by mid to late week. So I just have to keep pressing along with it. I'm still in the script writing phase of it right now. I'm actually still kind of in like the latter portion of research to script writing portion of phase, but I'm hoping to get a big chunk of it knocked out tomorrow, which should really help with the production of all of that. As a final note to anybody who has been in the stream for the evening, if you haven't subscribed or liked the stream, please do so. It really does help me out a lot. So if you could like the video on the way out, that would be great, because it helps me beat the YouTube algorithm. When people look for Genshin content, if they are typing in looking for one thing or another, or just content in general, especially with regard to lore, because that's kind of the thing that I really focus on, then it's more likely that they will see my videos first if you guys are subscribing and liking the videos. So that does really help me out. It's like the lowest level of support that you can give to me, and I really do appreciate it, because it's probably among some of the most impactful things that you can do. So also, if you guys feel like engaging in the comments, that also really does help a lot as well. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here for the evening, guys, but thanks again for coming to the stream, and eat the Paimon. Have a good night, guys.